Okay, now I've got to look for that. Hey, we are live. Welcome to right as the song ends.
Yep, well done. Good timing.
Welcome to, what do we call this show? Channel feedback, the channel feedback stream.
Review and roast.
We're
It's
gonna
written
review,
right across the screen.
we're going to review, roast, and we're going to roast and review.
We are.
Channels,
And
that is.
we're going to review and roast.
So I hope everyone has had a great week. Chantelle, have you had a great week?
I have had a great week comparatively to previous weeks.
You're on the
recently.
up and up, as we say.
I am definitely on the mend. I have energy. I am awake at this time, and I have been catching up on things. So I feel good. How about you? How have you been going?
Yeah, it's been a short week. It was last weekend, Easter. I think it was.
Yes,
So
it
we had
was. Yeah.
So we had a short week because of Easter, because here down under we have Easter Monday off. And then all of a sudden the week has ended and it's Saturday. So yeah, it was a good week. Had my collab with the Creator Classroom channel.
Yeah.
And that was good. That was fun. It was a fun premiere over on Jennifer's channel there. And a couple of videos out on my mobile channel and on this main channel. So that was good. It was a good week.
You've
good
been
week.
powering along.
And a few shorts along the way.
It's like you got a professional once you hit 10K.
Well, that was all organised before I hit 10K. So,
That's
go
awesome.
figure. Go figure.
That's
What
awesome.
do you think we should jump into the chat and see who's here?
Let's do that.
Maybe nobody's here. Maybe nobody's here.
There's no one here. There's no one chatting. I can't see any comments. No, I'm kidding. I can see lots of people.
Okay,
I can
I'm
see
gonna scroll
everyone's here.
let's scroll to the top because that's where we like to start.
Start at the very beginning.
Couple of people coming in early, like usual suspects like Life on YouTube, Twitter, X.
Yeah.
We also had Aaron Lackey. We had Learn Spanish World as well. Welcome.
Awesome.
And even Icy Men.
Look
At that look at that
Go
piece
that
of
chicken
KFC.
drumstick.
That looks like sort of KFC standard drumstick. That
It does.
Pretty
it looks
cool.
very good.
it's making me hungry. You getting hungry?
No.
Okay. Oh, let's hit some more. The Creator Classroom is here. Go Chantelle. Look at that.
Yeah.
Big support already.
Awesome.
Life with Lucia and Glenn. Good morning, Life and Lucia. Glenn here. Didn't know how to submit my channel. Happy to be here. We're going to talk about that in just a second.
We will. We'll get into it.
Little Crafty Nook is in the house as well. Good morning. Monique is here as always. Also channel member over here. Food Fun Diary. I'm just looking for new names as they're coming in.
As they're coming in.
Because then I'm starting to see repeats. Jerry is here as always.
I'm going to chat here, but give Chantelle the watch time. Thank you, Jerry. You're a
Dual watch
champion.
time. Look at that.
Dual watch time.
Dual watch time. That's the way to go.
Appreciate all of you that are watching from my channel. I doubly appreciate you being here. Thank you so much.
Yeah. If you're on my channel, you can go over and watch it on Chantelle's channel. We are simulcasting this.
We are, and
so,
you can still go into all the. You can still be chosen. Everything's
That's
all
it.
good. So
Livestream Consultants is here. Calvin the Unfindable is here.
Bring it.
Us plus Dad is here. Love you too, but no coffee song. Yeah, I don't have coffee song. And
I
yes, no
know.
Nimmin Brothers today.
No Nimmons.
Nick is on a short holiday
He's on a
this
trip.
week. He's on a trip.
Yeah.
I hope those cherry blossoms are doing him well over there.
I think it sounds like a perfect trip. Like, it sounds beautiful.
That's a little hint. I'm not telling you where he is, but that's, cherry blossoms is a hint.
I'm not telling you where he is, but I'm just going to tell you the biggest reason why you go to a particular country at this time of the year. It's fun.
B Sizzle Extra. We got to get through these names. We got to get through these names.
Awesome. We are.
Nicholas is here. Nicholas, hi. Here's my Roblox always lag. You know what? I have no idea about Roblox. I've never played Roblox in my life. If anything lags, it's usually a hardware issue, which means it's your computer or whatever device you're playing it on.
Yeah.
Usually, that's the thing. It needs more power.
You need to troubleshoot.
Kevin Hawthorne's here, as always.
From Lakeland, Florida.
WTSP Channel 10 wants to do a story on me at the Citrus Connection bus terminal in Lakeland, Florida. This is my 20th year working there. Hey, yeah, that's a long time of service. Well done.
That is.
Well
that
done.
is.
Well, I hope that whole interview works out well for you. Who else we got here? Home Rapid Repair is here as well. Welcome.
Awesome.
The one and only Michael Sahosky's here.
Michael.
Right on time.
Good to see you
everything.
made it. On time. Tickety-boo.
A girl in a passport, Tiffany's here.
It's awesome.
And
There's so many people who've joined us. It's so good to see you all.
the DIZ pod, Lawrence Wilson. Lawrence, good to see you. Lee's Boring Life is here.
I've just got to keep an eye. I've got it set. I've just got to say, Livestream Consultants, it's set up, and I think it should work. Just in case.
Bill with Mooney's here. Good to have you. Artmanda. I'm just scrolling, looking for names. We've also got Ace Rocks. Ace Rocks Tech's in the house.
Ace Rocks Tech is here.
We've got Wally Boys Woodworking. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Okay. Anybody else?
Wow.
Is coming
All
in.
right.
Legendary Fries. Haven't seen Legendary Fries for a little while. Good to have you.
That's such a cool channel name.
Living in Omaha, Dave Matney's in the house. Welcome. The one and only Shark Scrapper Ernie is here, getting ready for an open house. We put our house on the market. Oh, the move's happening. The move is happening.
Gosh.
Moved to North Carolina, yeah. Yeah,
That's
Ernie
big.
was telling me about the plans back in October when we were at Vid Summit.
Wow.
That's
a huge move.
And I think
That's
we're
a
up to
huge
date. I
move.
think I've hit everybody who's come in. If I haven't, yell at me in the comments.
Yeah, yell at
hey,
Doug
you
in the
missed
chat.
me.
Don't yell at me. I don't like being
Say,
yelled
hey,
at. But
you missed me.
Feel free to yell at Doug.
Now, shall we talk about what we're doing today?
No,
Or should
I
we
don't
just
think
make it a
so.
mystery? Make it a
Yeah.
mystery? Okay. Okay. What we're doing today, as you might know from like maybe something up the top there, says channel feedback, the review and roast and review.
There's some hints.
I'm going to
there's
turn
some hints
this.
of
Let's
what
turn
we're
this
doing.
ticker on. This ticker is going to give you a little bit of an idea. We're going to do a random draw. We're going to allow people to opt in for us to give you a channel review / roast / whatever.
It'll be a gentle roasting. It's like a slow
it's a gentle
broil
roast.
with a bit of crispy tops.
There we go. Now to enter that, you're going to just need to type in the chat one simple word. Now this simple word's going to actually carry you through the whole stream, so
you
you
only
don't
need to
have
enter
to.
it once.
That's
Yep.
right. You don't have to type it in every time we're going to do a fresh draw. It's the same
Yep.
word. So once you're locked in the first time, you're in the draw until your name comes up. And if your name comes up and we do your channel, then you won't come up again. So we're not doing
That's right. You get one
same
shot.
channel twice.
You got to shoot your shot.
That's
so
it. Now,
you've got
now
one top crispy tops. That's right.
We're not
Ace
giving- we're not
Rocks
giving-
Tech.
We're not giving you 3 strikes. We're not giving you,
No.
one chance. We're not going to roll a wheel that says we're going to look at your pinned comments or your end screen elements. Although we might look at those.
There's a possibility. Do you know, I just realized that was the one graphic I forgot to make. You should have said something.
Which graph is that?
The list of things we were going to check.
Oh, the list.
The list.
The list. I totally forgot.
Me too.
The list.
Oh,
we had all these well-laid plans.
We're such pros. We made some pretty fun graphics, though. Like, I will say. We had some fun.
We did. And we're going to use some of those. Like maybe this one. Actually, you've got to take the ticker off for that to work.
You've got to take the ticker off or it doesn't look good.
What's your big burning question?
Yeah.
Chantelle, explain to us what that means.
Okay. So when we draw a channel, that person will get to ask us a question. If they've got something in particular that they want looked at on their channel, like we all have that thing that we're like, oh gosh, I hope they don't look at my pinned comments. I don't have any, or whatever it is. Or I'm struggling with something. Let us know so that we can focus on that and we can answer your question. So if you get drawn, so at the moment, there's 6 entries, is that right? How many people have we got watching? That doesn't seem right.
6 entries? Just type hashtag roast. That's all you have to type in.
Hashtag roast.
Hashtag roast.
So if your channel is called, while Doug's bringing up the channel, you pop into the chat what your burning question is. So if you've got the burning question, if you've got something in particular you want us to look at, we don't want to miss that. So we won't know unless you tell us. And if you don't tell us or if you don't have a burning question, we're just going to run through and have a look at your channel and give you some feedback on what we think and what we feel about it. So that's what the burning question is. That'll be the big burning question for the person whose channel gets called up. So be thinking about that. Like, do you have a big burning question? Travel Around Susie has made it. Good to see you. Thank you for joining.
I've totally lost my place in the chat already.
Anyone else here shocked?
Good.
Is
I think I
anyone
scrolled
else
back
here
too
shocked?
far.
Because I'm just not.
I think I scrolled back too far. I saw a new name. So here we go. Modern Media Makers. G'day, g'day. You're both looking mint. This live should be gold. Some double trouble today. Absolutely. A lot of doubles there. G'day, g'day.
I met up with Craig today. We had coffee and lunch, and it was a really, really fun afternoon out. So, we chatted YouTube. It was one of these amazing experiences where you actually get to talk to someone who speaks your language. So it was just so much fun. It was just so much fun. If you've got a creator that you know of that's local to you, reach out. They might be up for a coffee.
Absolutely.
Oh, wait a second. I've just got to check my mail. Got to check my mail.
Check your mail real quick. But while we're talking about...
Hang on a second.
Yes, it's coffee time. Coffee. Cappuccino. Java. Yes!
I don't know. Could you guys hear that? That is a live stream consultants bought me 3 coffees since there's no Niminati coffee trailer this morning. So
I would hit my buy me a coffee.
Live stream consultants.
I would hit my buy me a coffee link, but it says thank you for buying Doug a coffee. But that wouldn't have fit. So I'm glad you got your own sound effects. That's awesome.
I do. Actually, live stream consultants made me that sound effect. So I have fun with that. It's like the only custom sound effect I have on my Rodecaster.
We've got Elmo in the house. The one and only Elmo. Hello, is this channel about security? Not directly, no. But,
We've
if you have
mentioned
questions
things
about
in the past.
Yeah.
We've mentioned things.
If it comes up and there's a specific security question, we'll answer it to the best of our ability.
Yeah.
And along the way, if you see something that we say or you have a question for us that is, whether it's related to a channel we're reviewing or if it's just a general YouTube type question, make sure you drop it in the chat with a big Q in front.
Yeah. We'll definitely be hitting questions as well.
Living
I mean,
in Diz
it's
is
it's
here.
just so Doug sees the questions, but whatever. I'll see the
Travel around
question
Susie.
too.
So I'm just hitting a few more people coming in here
Yeah.
and
We do have a
scanning.
queue there. It's BJ Jones has dropped a queue.
Okay, let me have a look.
Okay. I can't. I can see the question. I can't bring it on.
There we go. Do you like buy me a coffee or Kofi over Kofi or others? Can you break them down? I use Buy Me a Coffee, so I'm partial to that. I haven't
Yeah.
used Ko-Fi or the others. I
Yeah.
think they all have their own, I think they're all good, and I think they all have their particular quirks in regards to what features they provide. Like, Buy Me a Coffee is really broad. You can just do simple stream tipping type stuff right up to full-blown memberships, even selling digital
I don't
products.
use
You can do
anywhere
all
near
sorts of stuff.
enough of the features that they offer.
You can even do like a creator blog on there and have it up there for all your followers to find. You can paywall stuff. You can not paywall stuff. So it's very versatile. I'm not quite sure on all the offerings that Ko-Fi have, but I do know that they're another fan funding site. Or you can go like the full end, like a Patreon type thing, which is more of a channel membership, but it's off YouTube. That is something that's around your own brand. If you happen to be across multiple platforms or something like that, Patreon might be the way to go. But if you're looking for something that's just specifically like a stream tipping jar or something like that, I can recommend Buy Me a Coffee. I'm sure Ko-Fi is good.
I don't think any of them are particularly bad. I just went with one that a few of my friends were happy with.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, Buy Me a Coffee. We do have some art with some Buy Me a Coffee links up there.
I was just looking for those now. Let's drop them up the top there.
Them down. There you
We'll
go.
drop that. We'll drop the simple ones in there.
Yeah.
We can keep bringing up questions. I'm going to go back to the comments here.
Absolutely.
Okay. There's a couple of questions, so I'm going to hit these real quick. Les Vanishuel, which mic is better, the Shure SM7B or a Rodecaster? What are the main differences? I think half the time people go with the Shure SM7B because it has a lot of notoriety around it. A lot of streamers use it. And I think a lot of streamers use it because a lot of other streamers use it.
Yeah.
It sort of becomes like follow the leader. But if you do like an audio comparison with a Shure SM7B and something that's cheaper, like a Rode Pod mic, the one I've got here, one Chantelle's using as well, you can get a really good sound. And I think that they're all good. And it all comes down to how well you set them up on this other side.
That's
whether
right.
you're doing some treatment on like a Rodecaster Pro where you can do some compression and stuff where it does it all for you. It has presets. Or if you go with something that's maybe software based, like tweaking that sort of stuff in OBS, you can do that. It just depends on your use case, but I think they all sound really good. And I don't honestly think it should be maybe more a matter of your budget rather than because rather than anything else, they're going to work well.
I think the Shure SM7B and the Rodecaster are like similar price points.
I think that the Shure's a little bit more
for most creators to spend that kind of money. Like unless they're doing like other stuff with their audio, or unless they I just don't I'm one of these people. I don't see the need to spend that kind of money on a microphone because unless you've got the Rodecaster 2, you're going to need a cloud lifter as well. Just you've got all these additional expenses. I'm like, get a less expensive but solid microphone, fix your lighting, and go for it. Put that extra money into your lighting.
Yeah.
You don't have to spend $600-700. And that's the other thing. I'm thinking in Australian dollars. Sorry, just everybody, just be aware of that. But if you get a Shure SM7B and you don't have a Rodecaster Pro 2, you're also going to need the cloud lifter, which is an extra expense. Then you also need an audio interface that takes XLR. So you're just constantly adding on and adding on. So if you've already got something that's working, I would just keep going with it.
Yeah. All right, we've got another question. Michael Sohoski's got one for us.
Yeah.
How could you support multiple channel streams, which is exactly what we're doing right now,
Yeah.
without utilizing multiple devices more than 2? Well, we could
Tabs.
yeah.
Open multiple tabs.
Yeah, or if you're using something like StreamYard, like we're using,
Yeah.
when I invited Chantelle to the stream, because I'm hosting it, when I invited, there's a box you can check to allow the guest to also have the stream go to their channel. And so that is one way. If I had multiple channels set up in StreamYard, I can add lots of destinations. I could just pick 2 destinations that are both YouTube and stream to both at the same time. That's another way of doing it. So with StreamYard, you've got a bit of versatility. Anything that's going through the cloud where you're sending out one signal, which is what I'm doing. It's all one signal out, like one signal from my end, one signal from Chantelle's end. It's going to StreamYard. They're mixing it all up to look like what you're looking at. And then it's all popping out to both YouTube channels. So that's a masterful way of doing it. If you're using something like Ecamm or something else, you can do that as well. You can even, if you've got the know-how, you can do that with OBS. Multiple destinations is becoming very much a very common use case for most creators.
Yeah,
And
it's
so
getting very normalized.
even across platforms, like I want to go to Twitch and Facebook and Instagram and TikTok or whatever, you can do that as well.
Yeah.
All right. Some people prefer, Girl and Passport. Tiffany uses Ko-Fi. Yeah, I don't think they're much different. I think there's like pros and cons. Like maybe look into how they pay you. Going back to that question, do they pay you out through Stripe, or they pay? Is it a PayPal payout, or they do something different? You have to like hit a threshold before they pay you out.
Yeah.
All that sort of stuff.
There's lots of things to consider.
And I don't know all the ins and outs of those. I haven't done a study on that to, that's,
No, I just kind of
that's
worked
definitely
out.
a video topic. What are the best, XYZ fan funding things? Anfield Road, layout in the loft. Welcome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, just scrolling for other questions here.
All right.
Ooh, a live screenshot via X. I'll when I'm off screen for a moment, I might have a look at that.
All righty.
Okay, we got Bill
hang
Mooney.
on a second.
Yes.
It's coffee time. Coffee. Cappuccino. Java. Yes.
That one's from Amazing Yacht Destinations. Bought 3 coffees. Thanks for always making the day better and all the great advice. Thank you,
go.
Amazing Yacht Destinations.
Awesome.
We're giving this button a workout.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, Bill with Mooney. I need help with titles on long form, please. I think I'm overthinking my titles. There's 2 ways you can think about titles, in my opinion. And one is strictly go for the browser suggested play by being very compelling, like something that grabs attention, apart from the thumbnail grabbing attention, but something that sort of poses a dilemma or a question or gets somebody thinking. So that sort of compelling thing.
It creates like an intrigue.
Yeah. And the other way is to go, if your content is more built for search, and that is going with more practical, what are people looking for, and how are they going to phrase that, and maybe try and match that type of search phrase, like how to tie a tie. And so that would be more of a search-based title. But you can also certainly put together a combo of both. But yeah, so it would come down to what type of content you're doing as to which one you'd lean more towards. But you could do a hybrid of both. You can sort of bring it in to, I would probably do the compelling first. Actually, would I do the compelling first? I'm not sure.
See, I lean more towards the search first.
Yeah, you're going for the search first. And I probably would too.
I tend to go for search first.
That's why
because of the content
stopped.
that I'm creating. Yeah.
That's why I stopped, because I'm like, would I? If my primary focus is the long play evergreen content search, then definitely lead with this. Lead with the just a short keyword phrase that will trigger what people looking for. They're going to say,
because you can create the search that's still intriguing.
Yeah.
So it's an art form. It's an art form, and it just takes practice. And I don't have it nailed down.
Always.
Like,
I like to use tools for that as well. This is where tools do come in handy.
yeah.
I will, but that's more for not doing the total title. Like I've used ChatGPT lately to sort of ideate titles, but I probably won't go. I don't like their formatting.
I don't like their formatting.
I like some of the intrigue that they bring if you're going for the intrigue thing, and so I'll try and pluck elements from suggested titles.
Take inspiration from their titles and then curl it in with some your language, because we all know what ChatGPT titles look like.
Yeah.
And when people don't adjust them and change them, I just look at it and go, well, that's lazy. Like if they haven't, like if they've just left it like, oh yeah, ChatGPT suggested this dual phrase thing. Like instantly I'm just like, oh, cool. All right. Well, that's, good job.
The other thing with titles and thumbnails as well, now when I'm sort of thinking about the video, sometimes I will start to think about, and I don't do this enough, and I think this is something that we all need to do more of, is think about how am I going to present this thumbnail wise? What's the message I'm trying to convey? And how can I do that in an interesting way that's going to, grab people's attention when it's shown to them and suggested? Yeah. Like if they see it suggested to them, is it just a close up of my face? Is that going to be helpful? Probably not. Is the title
certainly not when it's a close up of my face? That's terrifying.
Now, when you say make the title compelling, it's like, how do you quantify compelling? And that is just sort of making it. Make someone start to think. Can it make somebody think about, I wonder what they mean by that? So, like maybe it's slightly cryptic, or you could go the other route where you pose a question that they've never thought before, but now they want to know what the answer is.
They can't not think about it. They're like, wait a second.
So I need to click on this because I want to know the answer to that question that was just posed in the title. So your title can be in the form of a question, which can be powerful as well. So you just got to
you got to test it with your audience.
Ideate, come up with a bunch of titles. If you do a video and you only come up with one title, then you're probably doing it a disservice. Whether you do your titles at the beginning or at the end, you want to like get like a whiteboard out, piece of paper, your notepad, on your iPad or whatever, and just start. Ask ChatGPT, get some ideas from that, get some inspiration. So, hey, I'm making a video about this. Give it as much information as you can. Ask follow-up questions. Give it extra information. Say, oh, I need it to be a bit more compelling, or I need it to be a bit shorter. I need it to be a bit longer. There's some tips for when using ChatGPT. You want to iterate, because it's going to learn from what you've told it before. If you pivot halfway through the instructions, you might need to reiterate some of the earlier things if you still want those included. But what I do is I walk through an iteration through with ChatGPT, and I'm asking one question: give me some titles, and that's it. I'll try and give it as much information about the video as possible, like a description of the video. There's some tools out there can help you with that as well. That sort of work with ChatGPT. What's that one that Phil's put out? I can't remember what that's called.
Creative Fuel.
Creative Fuel.
Yeah, creativefuel.ai. That's a fun one to try.
Yeah, that's a good one for in the title area as well. I've tested
it's actually,
it a couple of times.
You actually when you get your subscription to Creative Fuel, it's basically when you ask it a question, it bases all of its answers off everything around your channel, not just YouTube in general, but your particular channel. It's really clever. It's really clever.
Yeah. So and I think that's good. If you can give the ChatGPT context, then it will give you more specific information rather than more generic sort of titles. It'll give you more specific titles to your content.
Yeah. Should we jump on to our first, or
I think we should.
We might want to cover
Travel
this
with
one.
Susie. We're streaming on 2 channels, so if I'm bringing up one that you don't see in the chat, it's probably because it's on, say, either Chantelle's channel or my channel, depending on which channel you're on. It'll be from the other channel. And because we're both on YouTube, it's just going to show YouTube. So yeah, it's either
Yeah.
in my chat or Chantelle's chat.
And
Okay,
I
there's
just want
probably
to say
more.
a huge thank you to those of you over on my channel working hard to get my watch hours up and my subscriber numbers up on the new channel. And I very
Yes.
much appreciate all of you who have been over there and who are helping along with that journey. I've been feeling quite bitter that today Doug will be able to live redirect his chat over to Andrew's live stream. Those of you in my chat, we're going to have to do it the old Povo way, and I'm going to just have to put a link in that you can click because I can't live redirect because I'm very untrustworthy according to YouTube.
So if
a
you want
personal
Chantelle to be
attack.
able to live redirect from her streams to another stream, whether that's
Have channel
Andrew's
trailers
or somebody else,
like live stream
subscribe.
trailers.
Make sure you subscribe because we need to get Chantelle to 1,000 subscribers for that feature. So
I know.
make sure to
I
subscribe.
can't believe it.
If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Chantelle talks
Subscribe,
all about
absolutely.
live streaming and live streaming videos. Everything live
yeah.
streaming. Let's
Nick
say that.
Nemens in the chat. I saw Nick tweet out just a second ago, like, no stream tonight. I'm thinking, yeah, I really hope not.
Oops. Sorry.
Yeah. So yeah. It's
Who's
definitely-
modding? That's a good question. There are
I'm
a couple of
modding.
mods in the chat.
I'm in here. I'm keeping an eye on it. So
There are
if
a
you're
couple of
naughty, I'll
mods
just
in the
boot
chat.
you. Yeah.
There are a couple of mods in my chat. I think. I don't
Yeah,
have
you've
I
got
don't
a
have it
couple
open
in
right
there.
now.
Nick's there right now, but also Madness 4x4's in there too.
There you go.
So
Have you tested the StreamYard AI thumbnail option yet? No.
I have.
What about you, Chantelle? Have you? Okay.
had a little
Tell
play
me
with
about
it.
it. Because I didn't get the demonstration they did in Town Hall. I looked at it and went,
Okay.
oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, look, I actually think that if you're already making your thumbnails on something like Canva or Adobe Express, you don't need it. It's a really simple and basic editor. So if you're not making thumbnails, it's a great tool for that. But if you're already creating thumbnails, and you're already experienced enough on Canva or Adobe Express or Photoshop or any of the array of other options, you don't really need it. It's useful if you're really like new and you haven't really dug into it yet. But yeah, it's, I think it's very basic. It's very basic. There's not a lot of things that you can do. But it's definitely better than no thumbnail. I think even a basic custom thumbnail is better than no thumbnail.
Yeah.
That makes it sound like I don't like it. I do like it. I think it's a cool tool. But if you're already comfortable using other software, stick with the other software. You've got more features.
Okay, got it. This is a good question. Chantelle might have some input from Greg here.
Yeah.
Having a hard time finding good, reliable mods. Wish there was a place to be able to find them. Any suggestions? This is an interesting one. I haven't like really thought deep about like a repository of potential mods. But I'm sure there might be something out there. Have you heard anything, Chantelle?
I haven't. What I've done is I've trained my mods. So I trained my mods how I wanted them to mod. I actually jump on calls with my mods and talk to them about what is and isn't acceptable. I give them a spreadsheet of links, like it's a Google document so I can update it. I have very clear what my rules are in my chat, and I train active and amazing community members to be my mods. So now I've got this amazing group over on my first channel who I actually call on when I am modding for others. So I do this other show once a year. It's like a whole weekend of streaming. My mods now mod for them as well, because it does take skill, it does take patience, and it does take dedication. And if you are wanting your mods to 100% of the time be in your live streams, you need to pay them. If you expect them to treat it like a job, you need to treat it like a job. But if you can't do that, which I totally 100% understand, if you can't do that, you need to have a slew of mods. so that if one person's not there, someone else can be there, so that you're not left with no mods. But it all comes down to the training that you give them as an individual. So it's important as a creator to understand what it is you want your mods to do. Because like Doug, you and I, we mod for a lot of people, right? Like every channel has different expectations. Like they have some similarities for sure, but one channel may not allow any kind of language or even soft curse word, whereas another channel is totally cool with a little bit, like, as long as it's not too much, you know, like one channel might be like, keep it on focus, like remove any questions that have nothing to do with the topic, you know, whereas another channel is like, yeah, cool, whatever. Like it depends on the creator of the channel on what they want.
Yeah.
Because you as the moderator, in a way, you're speaking for that creator. So those people that you have moderating need to be understanding of what it is that you expect. But I don't know of a resource of a group that you can just hire mods.
Yeah, that's a good question. Something I'm probably gonna have to look into. If that question comes up again, it's a big good idea.
We may need to look at something, Doug, where we could train mods and
maybe
send them out into the world.
Send them out to the world, little disciples, mod disciples,
Mod disciples.
mod disciples,
Mod disciples.
mods, the mod squad.
Yeah.
Learn Spanish. Well, that would be Opus Clips is what a lot of people are using right now to create their shorts.
Yeah, that's what I'm using.
Trims long form videos. So Opus Clip. If you use StreamYard and you they have a tool now that they've just started rolling out, very basic stages. If you do something in StreamYard and then it's recorded in the back end, it'll be there for you to create shorts with as well. Particularly if it's an interview style or something's two screen like we're doing here, that can work.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing at the moment. So, but Opus Clip is the one that everybody's talking about.
Everyone's, but you've also, like, you've got Opus Clips, which I love and I use, but you can also make it with Descriptor's also got it happening in their service as well. Like, a lot of places are including it, as like a lot of softwares are starting to include something. So it's always good to have a look around and keep your feelers out. But I use Opus Clips because they're simple, it's clear. I can set a default settings of the lengths that I want, how I want it to look. So, yeah.
Travel Around Susie asks if Creative Fuel is a free site.
No, it's a subscription site.
It's like a browser extension for Chrome.
Yeah.
And so you install that. And then when you go to ChatGPT, it becomes like a plugin on ChatGPT that you can use to interact. So you need to have the paid version of Creative Fuel.
Yeah.
I think you also will. Do you also need to have, like, you can run it? I know you can run it on the free ChatGPT.
I run it on the free ChatGPT.
You can also upgrade it to whatever the current one is, version 4, I think it is.
Yeah.
Which will make it more powerful. Obviously, the newer version of ChatGPT can do more.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yo, that's where I'm up to.
He's already gone to bed. Like, he's left now. He's been in. He's gone. He's left.
No next stream tonight. That is correct.
No
that
next
is
stream.
why we are streaming here.
We have filled the void. We've jumped into the fray to fill the void.
Okay, he's shared it in the community tab. That's always good. Love it.
Thank you very much for that, Nick.
What's your new channel's name, Chantelle?
It is Chantelle Hills.
It's the one. It's the one that's. No, I don't have it. We don't have it cross-linked, really. Oh,
we don't. I'm just going to type it in.
We're streaming at the same time. But yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good.
There you go.
Yeah, because Nick's on a different, probably an hour out or something with his time zone. I don't know what the time difference between there and Thailand.
It's being annoying. Stop that. Let me put my link in, you buttocks.
Okay.
There we go. I just shared it on Doug's stream because those of you who are watching on my stream, you know where you are.
You know what? We need to do something here.
Uh-oh. This is
Do you know
scary.
what, do you
Seat
know
of
what
the
that would be?
pants. No.
Whoop, that's the wrong one.
Yeah, that is not the right screen.
That's the one. We need to finally
That's
pick
it.
a channel. We're 40
We do.
minutes in. We've answered
And we
questions,
haven't
which is, hey, been great.
Yeah.
Okay. There's be in the draw. We're going to roll this continually throughout the stream. It's going to be the same keywords. So you only have to type it in now. If you're one of the 12 that have already typed it in, you don't have to type it in again. You'll be included in every draw because we're not changing the word.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna pick. Now I don't have drawing music, but I might just push the background music up a bit, maybe.
Yeah.
Unless you got something special there.
I've got nothing.
All right, here we go.
I
Here we
have
go.
nothing. All right.
And the song ends. That's really good.
Yeah, good
Okay.
job. Thanks, Creator Mix. You're
Okay,
legends.
my dark mode thing doesn't work. Doodles ASMR.
Woo. Good job. Look, the song came up for celebration.
That's it.
So, Doodles ASMR. If you while Doug's looking for your channel. So while Doug's looking for your channel, if you have a burning question, if there is something in particular you want the answer to, then please pop that in the chat and I'll keep an eye out for it. Doodles says it's the first time, so that is awesome. Huge thank you to Greg Hubers. Thank you for subbing the channel. Appreciate you. So if you do have a particular question, Doodles, please pop it in the chat so we can have a look and focus on it.
All right. Well,
How you
I've got it
going,
up.
Doug?
I've got it ready. Are we ready?
Awesome. Excellent.
Is it too soon, or should I just go? Let's just do it.
Just go.
Here
Just
we
go. I'm going to have to look at the other screen, though, because it's
Yeah,
too
you're gonna
small,
have
the
to-
channel review.
How's that?
Alrighty.
How's that looking for you?
That looks great when I look at the other screen. So, sorry if I'm not looking at everybody in the chat. I'm trying very hard. I'm just keeping an eye on the chat here just to see if Doodles has popped in a particular, if they have a burning question.
Yep.
Doug, we just need to pause for a second. Amazing Yacht Destinations has just gifted 5 channel memberships on your
Oh.
channel there. So
Oh,
that's
I don't have the
very
comments. I don't have
generous.
the comments thing to see that. So let's just hit that. Uh-oh.
What's going on?
I've hit the wrong button. Here we go. Thank you for becoming a channel member.
There we go.
5
the-
gifted
the-
channel memberships. Now I need to see who they're gone to. But the
They've
problem
gone.
for
Would you like me to read it out for you?
Yeah, can you read them out? Because
I can read them out. So,
If I change screens, you'll see it on the
Yeah.
screen.
so the people who've received one of Amazing Yacht Destinations gifted channel memberships is Jerry Papandrea, Art Manda, Legal Minded Friends with Karen Cole, High Octane Racing YT, and Doreen's Food Prep Resource. So
Awesome.
make sure
Welcome,
you guys all
guys.
jump over to Doug's Discord so that you can get full advantage of your channel memberships. Doug's like,
Yeah,
don't.
that's just one.
don't."
That happens to be one of the bonuses. That's like not even like
That
one
is
of
one
the
of the
main
bonuses.
perks. You
Yeah.
get we get early access to videos when I put them out, except for the ones we did for the collab last week because they need to be
Yeah.
timed. But yeah, and then we do the occasional channels members only, not channels only, the members only streams.
Only people
very
with channels
occasionally.
can be in the streams. No,
Yeah, if you
that's not
have
weird
a
at
channel.
all.
No,
That's not weird.
not at all. Let's jump back to Doodle's channel.
Okay, Doodles ASMR. Okay, so let's have a
All right.
squeeze here. I'm just going to lean forward here and bring this screen closer. 'Cause I am
And I have
blind.
the tube spanner
There we go.
arty tools. Whoops, I clicked on the wrong thing.
The
That's it.
Arty Tools.
The tube spanner arty tools.
Alrighty.
Okay, they disappear when you click that. Okay, that's okay. Let me know what you want to look at, and I can navigate
Well,
the channel here.
Doodles
You'll start with the
ASMR
banner?
hasn't put in a burning question, so
Okay.
so let's just start at the start.
All right, let's start at the top.
Yeah,
Channel art.
yeah,
The
I mean,
vibe I get. Yeah.
yeah.
You go.
I think that like as long as like I think of doodles as drawing, right? Like is that a common thing or is that an Australian thing? Like you just sort of like if you're on the phone and your pen's just doing whatever, that's doodling, right? So I think I was expecting more of an art channel, and so we did, so it's not that. But I think because I like the headphones, I think if you're into ASMR, I think this works.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Like the text with the clouds sort of gives me like a bit of a sleep vibe as well, and it's one of
It
the keywords
does.
there on the thing: relax, tingle, sleep.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm it's not a channel like I don't watch ASMR, so that's out there.
See,
But
I'm the same. I'm in the
I
same
did pick
boat.
up straight away on the sleep, so it's like relaxing sleep. That I did get that vibe from the channel banner, so that's a win.
Yeah,
I think it's
yeah.
quite colourful, and I think it looks like it's done in something like a Canva or something similar, so that works. I believe all the artwork on the main middle parts should line up probably for mobile. You know what? I'll
Yeah.
check that
Double
while we're
check it on
continuing.
mobile, and
I'll check
I'll have
that
it.
while you're. Yeah.
So
Let me
I'm
know if
just
there's
having.
anything.
I'm just if you can click the thank you. Click that. I was just going to jump straight into the about section, and I like that you jumped in straight into helping you relax, not like welcome to my channel or anything like that. It's straight into what it's about. That first sentence needs to draw people, needs to make them want to click it. So I love that you've done that. A piece of advice that Andrew Can gave me was actually put your channel name there as well, because it makes it extra searchable. So I don't know how it works, but it doesn't hurt to have your name in there as well. I'm just having a quick read here, helping you relax, tingle, and sleep to the sounds, whispers, and soft-spoken words of ASMR. I love creating all kinds of ASMR. Yeah, it makes it really clear what it's about. I don't know if you really need the line about being the subscriber. It's your call. But you've got no links in there, so I'm assuming you have no other socials. So I would be making sure that if you've got a website, if you've got any other social platform that you want people to follow you on, link them in there as well. Doug is holding it up. Doug, do you want to make your screen big?
It fits.
It does fit. Just
yes, it fits. Let's,
yeah.
I can't do it that way.
Awesome.
There we go. You can see it's a little left-centered, left to center, but it fits.
Yeah.
So that's the important thing for mobile, that it fits.
Yeah.
I think it still looks good.
I think it does. I think that one thing that I'm really on a kick about at the moment is people's channel banners not working on television, because YouTube's really pushing the TV now. They're getting a huge amount of views per day on televisions. And I actually think that left-hand centered might actually get covered. So if you've got any sort of viewership from TVs, which you can check in your analytics, I would be double checking that that it's not all being, chopped off.
Yeah. Yeah,
but I don't have a TV handy to check it.
That's right. Yeah, if you want more information about that, the video I put out earlier this week on my channel is exactly about channel art on TV. So it sort of goes through the way that particular layout works.
You didn't roast mine. Like, I was very grateful that you didn't roast mine. So thank you for that.
I roasted a couple. All right, where are we going next?
Okay, so next, scroll down pretty please.
Let's scroll down, look at the homepage, because I think the homepage is very important.
Yeah.
We've got a welcome video, or in the sense of it's a video that's there for new subscribers or new people to the channel, I should say.
Yeah.
And then we've got the brand new For You section, which hopefully they're allowing us to move around soon. Apparently that's
Yeah,
the thing.
I'd very much like to move it down.
Yes.
I'd very much like to move
I have
it
the
down.
same thought on my channel. I'd like to move it. I don't mind it, but let's move it down.
I don't mind it being there, but I'd like to move it down.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we've got
So-
what looks like these look like the default playlists, like the
Yeah.
videos, which is basically YouTube's version of recent videos that were published, followed by popular videos, the ones that have
Yeah.
the most views ordered. They look like they might be ordered by the view order. If it's the default one, that's probably what it is. And then the curated playlists, which I think again is one of the default options.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
we've got shorts.
And then shorts.
So none of the playlists are manually created playlists
Yeah.
by Doodles.
Yeah. So I like, obviously there are playlists created, which is a good thing. So I'm glad to see that there are playlists. I do think that you should be actually giving giving your more popular playlist or the playlist that you want people to click into more. I really think that you should be giving them their own line, because you've got, is it 11 spaces or 12 spaces that you can utilize on your homepage? Don't waste that real estate. So I think that that's probably the big thing on this homepage, is that you don't have, you don't have a way for people to see the extra content without them having to click extra steps. They've already clicked to your homepage. So you want to make it as easy as possible for people to find the content that they want. So if you've got your playlist, like I'm assuming ASMR, just like any other niche, there would be different things that different people prefer. So giving them those options right up front, I think is a really great way.
Yeah, and there's some playlists here in place. I'll just jump to the playlist.
Yeah,
tab.
there's definitely
So there's a
playlists.
series
I'm
of
really
12
glad to see
just-
them.
There's a series of 12 just for tapping, for example. A series of
Yeah.
9 for brushing. So they're going to fill up the slots. So right now the homepage, depending on how people are looking at them,
Yeah.
they're actually fitting in. Oh, I'm hearing that video. I need to pause it again.
Yeah.
See, this one is showing 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about 6 there, depending on how people are looking at it, what device they're looking on, how big
Yeah.
or small they have their browser set up. Will depend on how
Yeah.
many show in that shelf, and obviously they can click right over on the end here and look at
Yeah.
the rest of the videos in the playlist. So having those playlists actually purposely put on the home screen is going to allow that, as Chantelle said, allow people who come straight into your channel to actually see them straight away rather than have to go looking for them. Because if they have to go looking for stuff, then they're probably,
They're not
unless they're
going to.
really inquisitive, they're not.
Yeah.
They're not going to.
There's a
They're
good
not going to
chance they
find
just
to go
won't.
finding it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So moving at least, I reckon, with the amount of slots you have available, and then
Yeah.
maybe reducing.
Yeah, I think it's
taking out a
11
couple
or
of these.
12. It just went
Yeah.
up. They added one when they
Yeah.
put the For You in. They're like, please
Yeah.
use the For You. We're not going to take one of your slots for it.
Yeah. So I would move some of the more fulfilled playlists, the ones that have at least 6+ videos in it, and put them on there. The ones that you want people to watch.
Yeah.
That makes sense
Yeah.
because if you play them in order, they're some sort of series or
Yeah.
theme or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Where would you like to go from here?
Let's jump over to Community tab.
Oh, here we go.
Let's see if she's
This is always
utilizing
a
the
good one.
Community tab.
Most
7
recent one's 2 days ago.
Oh, 2.
That's
a
2
2, not
days
a
ago,
7.
yeah.
I did say I was a blindo, right?
Yeah, no, the text is quite small. So,
Yeah, okay.
you know, I
2
can see
days,
2, 6,
6
9.
days.
Yeah.
One thing I will say is, from just like what I can see here, it looks like you just use your community page to advertise your next video. Now that's not necessarily, like, you can still do that, but I would recommend putting in some polls, adding in, oh, there we go. There's a St. Patrick's Day one.
Here's a
But-
poll.
Well, there's a poll. That's good. I
From
would
3 weeks
utilize
ago.
more.
Yeah.
I would not have like link to the video, link to the video, link to the video, link to the video. I would maybe have a link to the video, but then majority of things should be not links to your videos, because people who already subscribe to your channel, they will already be getting notifications. They will already see it in their subscriber feed. They'll be seeing that stuff already. If you make it something that people can actually interact with, because especially now, YouTube have made a community feed only feed, if that makes any sense. So when you go onto a community post, you scroll through a few community posts, you can actually click a button now that just shows you community feed. So some people want to stay there, answering polls, doing quizzes, reading things, looking at photos. They don't want to be constantly be taken out of that to go to a video. So just something to think about in that regard.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just the frequency of posting is great. I think that you're posting on a regular basis to stay in front of mind for your viewers, which I think is awesome. But yeah, that variety, I think, is good. Yeah, sometimes these posts, just letting people know something, like telling people about your podcast here, that's different. You're doing polls, but I would also use quizzes. I think quizzes and polls are sort of there. Make some of the polls image polls, because they grab more attention, especially
they do.
They fill up the screen on a mobile device.
On your phone, yeah.
They put them like in like, if you've got like four answers, they've got them like side by side. They're like a little square of images, and people can tap on them. Really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, a little bit more variety. I agree. Everything else that Chantelle said, I agree, 100%.
I'm really glad that you agree, Doug.
It's a good thing.
Not that we agree on everything. I just like it when he does agree with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. And I like the fact that you've got a podcast. I think that's really cool. I think that's really cool. As someone who hasn't started one yet,
Doug.
I think it's awesome.
Yes, Doug. Yeah.
I just haven't had the inspiration yet. Like, what would I do a podcast about?
I've got some ideas, Doug.
Do I need a co-host? You know, all that stuff. I mean,
I've got an idea if you want a co-host for a podcast, if you want me to be a co-host for your podcast.
Ooh.
I've got some ideas, so we'll run those. We'll chat about that later.
We should talk offline.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. So you're doing shorts as well, which I think is great.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And just from like when I do shorts, I think those views are okay. 1.2K.
What's the subscriber count on the channel? Sorry, I just missed that at the start.
It's 1.69.
Okay. Yep. Cool. Yep. So I was just trying to compare the subscriber count to the shorts views. So yeah.
It's going to put that in the popular to see. So the highest one's about 2.2K. Yeah, like I get. Okay. I think these views are all right, because that's like more than what I get on some of my shorts. So
yeah.
So
I think the thing to remember is with people that like ASMR, they're normally there for the long haul. They want that interactive headphones on, deep thing. You don't really get that so much with shorts. So, it could be, it's something definitely to play with and keep testing. The shorts and the mainstream channels now are starting to interact better. So it's definitely worth keeping an eye on. I would absolutely be focusing on your long form content though for your audience. So yeah.
Okay, we're on the video tab, which is usually where we go early, but we've gone. We're leaving it to the end today.
We did. We've been jumping around.
So we haven't talked about thumbnails.
We have not.
Now I think it's good that ASMR is front and center, because that sort of qualifies the viewer straight away. Because you don't want people who aren't into it listening. You don't want those cheap, I'm going to click away quickly views. You want to let people know without a doubt, this is ASMR. I'm not going to be here talking and telling you about stuff. You're going to be listening to.
It is
to sounds
100%
and
clear
the vibe.
Who this video is for.
Yeah.
It is for people that like ASMR, and it says usually two camps. Either people love it or hate it.
Yeah.
And so you're not going to be wasting energy, or like Doug just said, getting those people who click on and off again. If someone likes ASMR, they're going to jump in. They're going to have a good look. One thing I'll say is, because we are actually looking at this on dark mode, and I personally am a dark mode user,
Yep.
So I'm always looking at things in dark mode, is that your dark backgrounded thumbnails do blend into the dark mode a little bit, whereas your lighter ones, even they're not white, so they wouldn't blend into the white background or the dark background. So if you scroll, so that 1 second row down, Doug, where you've got where she's holding the brushing the microphone, that one's great because it stands out on dark mode, and I think it would still work on light mode. So
I think so. I think you're right. I was looking for where my quick switch was, but I'm like, okay, oh, here it is. I'm not sure if this is going to work. Oh no, I've got it on device theme. No, it's all right. Plus, I've got I've got dark mode on Chrome,
turn off
so
your dark mode off on Chrome.
my Chrome dark modes. So yeah, it's too much of a muck around for me to get it right now.
Yeah,
but
yeah. So in the chats, if you're in the chats, let us know. Are you a dark mode or a light mode user? So I'm team dark mode. I will put everything in dark mode that I possibly can. I get frustrated when I cannot change something into dark mode. So let us know.
Okay, and I'm now for titles ASMR. You know, it's leading with ASMR every time, so that qualifies it definitely from a search perspective. You're straight into what the main, like glove sounds or massage upper body, anxiety, stress pulling, plucking, snipping, crinkle sounds. So you're sort of describing the audible experience straight away.
Yeah.
Typically they tell you not to use
Episode numbers
stuff, but I think that's one of the podcasts. So I think that's the name of the podcast, the Tingle Sessions, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So that might be why that's there.
That's a bit different if it's a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've got those like there.
The podcasting is so new, we don't know what works best or not best in YouTube podcasts.
Yeah, the jury's still out. It's like a magical
Doodle
playlist.
says that those are episodes of a podcast. So yeah.
So I'm sort of open to that for when it comes to podcasts, because that's
me too.
So much about
if
what
it
podcasts
wasn't
are
a
about.
podcast, if it was not a podcast, I'd be like, get rid of it, lose it.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be there. Utilize that space for something else.
Yeah. And I was going to talk about the segmentation of it, but again, that's because it's a podcast. It's the session name, the name of the podcast, and the episode number. And I'm not familiar enough with how YouTube does podcasts and setting those up as to.
Yeah, it's still pretty new.
They don't give you like episode number, spot, name of the podcast, but although we know the name of the podcast from when it's grouped in the podcast, but when it's a standalone video, you don't know that it's a part of a podcast. So maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. The jury's out for me on podcast
The jury's
stuff.
out. Now, one thing I will say, I'm not a fan of the utilizing the bar in your description titles.
Yeah, and they're more so turning up. They're in some of the other ones, but they're particularly noticeable in the podcast one. But that's, again, I'm like, is podcasting the exception to that rule?
I think the podcasting is the exception, but I think your videos that aren't being used in a podcast lose the bar. So, yeah. Cakes by Chopper wants to know, what's with all the dark mode people? Were you all not hugged as children? That's correct, Doug. We are all touch starved, which is why we go dark.
Oh, dark mode. It's actually a visual thing. It's like I'm looking at StreamYard over here, and it is only in light mode. It doesn't have a dark mode.
Yeah, I've got mine in light mode. It's like the only thing that I use regularly that is in light mode. It actually
hurts my eyes.
Yeah.
If I get too much bright light at me, like apart from the studio lights, that's a different thing. But if I can reduce the glare from a computer monitor for my eyes, it helps me. If I was looking, like I used to sit at work all day looking at a white screen, like white spreadsheets and that, it used to hurt my eyes a lot more. When I found ways to put that into dark mode, it was so much more manageable and didn't hurt my eyes as much. So it's there's a practical reason for it. It's not about whether I was hugged or not.
Yeah.
Okay. Any last thoughts for Doodles?
Chopper is a friend of mine, so he's a cheeky boy. So He comes in with the fire. It's awesome. Love you, Chopper.
Yeah, Chopper, how you going?
Okay. Yeah, so I personally like these other thumbnails, these ones down a little further here, that are more coloured, that are not so dark in the backgrounds.
Yeah.
I think they stand out better in dark mode. But yeah,
Nice.
I'm just seeing if there's been any comments from Doodles ASMR. Just
Okay.
double checking.
I was going to click off. I'm going to quickly jump back into the chat. I'm probably way behind
Yeah.
where we are.
The chat's been
versus...
very active, which I love. I love it. So, yeah, Amanda, I know there's an extension plugin for changing things to dark mode. I don't like using additional extensions if I don't have to, and I tend to use StreamYard in Firefox at the moment because I get like a little glitch every now and again when I use Chrome. It drives me a little bit insane. So I tend to use Firefox. So
the stupendous Chumley is here. Welcome. A little bit back in the chat asks, could I have picked a smaller niche, a Doric Bible reading study? It probably is quite a small niche.
I don't know if niche.
I'm not even sure what Doric is. Like, I understand what a Bible reading, Bible study is, so I don't know if that's very specific.
Yeah.
But it's a place to start and see if you can get a response. I don't know how many people are into that. I don't know what the total addressable market for something like that is. So maybe it is a small niche. But, there's a lot of Bible study, Bible reading type channels out there. So that's the thing. There's a market for that. So
Definitely.
it's very possible.
And there's
that
more than you think.
Yeah.
There's a lot more than you think.
Absolutely.
But the Doric is what set them apart. Homekeeping channel, good to see you. I'm like hydrating like crazy tonight. It is so hot and humid here. I'm like, I think I've got about 3 liters of various water types.
Nice. Uh-oh.
So,
yeah. I'm up to the Choppers.
Yeah, you've caught up to
roast
Chopper.
me, I dare you. There you go.
Yeah.
How we go here? Genealogy's here.
My question for Chopper is, when was the last time you uploaded? Just.
Ooh. Shots fired.
Shots fired.
The taunting continues in the chat. I don't know how far back that goes. Oh, that's a while ago. Gee.
Yeah, you're a little behind.
I'm way behind.
You're a little behind.
I'm going to try and scroll quickly and if there's a question along the way about what we looked at, maybe with Doodle's channel or
I've been keeping an
else,
eye out. Doodles hasn't really...
Just click on the people coming in like Charlie here.
Yeah.
So hopefully if I miss you, I apologise.
Doug's got to catch up. He's about half an hour behind the chat.
Like when we're looking at channels, it just sort of sits there.
It does. It does.
The Project Help Desk. Hello, welcome. Which is just Create a Classroom, by the way.
We've got a question from a Jock Cop. What's your thoughts on channel trailer videos? I have thoughts. Do you have thoughts?
I have thoughts, but you can go first because I need to get caught up on this chat.
All right. Okay. So my thoughts are, don't waste too much time on a channel trailer. I've found for my channels, utilizing a video that is popular or that that is a showcase video for your channel. So what people can expect to see more of. I think that works better than like hey, check me out, look at my stuff, I'm going to do this and this and this. Because it gives them some value straight away. They see the value instantly. They're not like being sold to first. So that's my thoughts. It might be something we disagree on.
Well, let's see. What are my thoughts? I need to stop scrolling through the comments so I can sort of formulate my thoughts. So we're talking about channel trailers, right?
Channel trailers, yeah.
I've never had one, ever. I've never had
Okay.
a channel trailer. That spot I might use for something like a popular video, something
That's
that
what
would
I use
be
it for.
interesting for somebody who's coming in who might be finding my channel for the first time. So I have that spot. Well, what's a video that actually performed well for people that are like, new viewers as opposed to returning viewers? And so I'll put that in that channel trailer position as a piece of content that they can check out and get the whole vibe of what's going on my channel. Hopefully, hopefully most of your
Yeah.
content
Hopefully.
conveys that. So, I didn't really want to sit down and waste my time making a promo video for my channel. I don't not like them, but I think that can be
Yeah.
hard to do, especially if you're a new channel and you don't have the
Yeah,
skill,
you've got no
the
real
video
way
making
to-
skills yet. It's like
Yeah.
it's like that's a lot of pressure to put on. And sometimes you're still figuring out what you're doing when you're starting off. So particularly if you're starting off, I wouldn't do it because it's like I really don't know. Like I have an idea what I want to do, but it might morph a little bit as I get into it and go, well, that's not really practical. I'm going to do it this way instead. So my original plan was this, but I'm pivoting a little bit to go in this direction. So then your channel trailer that you did, if you did it right at the start, isn't really indicative of what you're actually now doing. And
Yeah.
if you had to do one over time, you're going to have to keep changing it over time. And so that's more work to do. If you have the bandwidth for it, then that's great. But if you don't, then I reckon just use that video that is a banger on your channel, the best performing video that you got that's still relevant. Use that video.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. I've had a few people comment that I'd left the reaction heart over on my channel. I've now removed that. Sorry, I forgot. I know.
How could you?
I know.
That's
I
worse than the
remember it
whole
like
light mode, dark mode thing.
99.5% of the time. You're right. It is worse than light mode. It is absolutely worse than light mode. Yeah.
Okay. I'm scrolling real quick. Oh,
I fixed
saw
it now. Sorry, Greg. Greg Huber's noticed it over on my channel.
I finally got to the question that we were
I
just
got to
answering.
the question. Well done.
So that's good. There
Good
we
job.
go. Scrolling quickly, looking for the cues at this point. I was trying to highlight
Yeah.
people as they were coming in as well, just sort of
Yeah.
bring them up real quick. Okay, I'm at the bottom of the chat. So
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Greg. It is annoying. I don't like it. I wish it was not on as default. I have to go into every stream and go into customization, make sure live chat replay is on because it's not always, and then make sure that live reactions is off. So yeah, I've not found a way, at least when setting up streams within StreamYard or other third-party tools, I've not found a way to do it at the time of setting it up. I've got to go back in and switch on monetization on my other channel and, all that sort of stuff. So I forgot. I'm sorry.
it's time to draw another channel. Here we go.
Yeah, Greg says he has no idea, had no idea it was on by default. Any channel that's live streaming that doesn't have it has actually gone in and turned it off manually. Oh, here we go.
Ace Rocks Tech is in the
Rocks
house.
Tech. All right. You could put up the fiery graphics that I made that I'm so proud of. I'm so proud of those graphics.
Let me get them up while I go find the channel. Here we go. Let's get rid of the ticker.
What I should do is remake it further up so that the ticker's not in the way. But so
No.
Ace Rocks Tech, let us know. Do you have a burning question? Is there something you specifically want us to check? Now, we're not watching any videos because copyright stuff, but anything else on your channel that you're curious about, have a question about, let us know in the chat so that we can make sure we hit that as well. So, sometimes we have something in our brain that's just like, is this right? Is this not right? Am I doing the best at this thing here? Or not sure about my titles or my thumbnails or things like that. So let us know if that's something that, if you have something that you want us to check.
And I'm still looking. It's all right.
Yeah.
There we go. We're getting closer.
You could just Do you not have the YouTube chat open? You could just click his. Oh no, because he's in my stream. Ha!
Yeah, see,
Ah!
I realized that earlier. I'm like, well, it could be another stream. I just search
it's
it.
in my stream.
I just search it.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good to go. Okay.
Greg's just looking for good mods. Well, Greg,
Absolutely.
depending on what time you stream, I could be available.
It's
I
all
consider
about the time
myself to be a
zones, isn't
good
it?
mod. It's all about the time zones.
Are we sleeping at that time of the day?
Exactly.
It could be that.
Believe it or not, I do sleep every now and again. It may not seem like it, but I do. I do. Alrighty. Ace Rocks Tech.
Ace Rocks Tech. It's a tech channel.
Oh, I'm just looking to be roasted, is what he said.
All right. Ace Rocks Tech and accessories. I'm looking at a lot of like photo that the vibe I get is these are like, this is like tech accessories.
Yeah.
And I've got
Phone
like, I've taken like
covers.
Polaroid photos and I've stuck them on my channel banner. That's the vibe I get with the
Yeah.
channel banner. So that's what I'm looking at first because it's like front and center in my eyes.
Yeah.
So I definitely get the vibe that it's tech.
That and the channel name, it kind of makes that a bit clear as well.
Yeah.
Ace Rocks Tech.
Definitely. I love the profile pic. With
Yeah.
some, the colors are sort of nearly those that pink, that sort of green, sort of
that canva
or it's more of a
background.
like a magenta and aqua.
Yeah.
Like they're the same colors that I usually run on my. Where are my lights? I didn't put my lights on. I forgot to turn my
did
last
mention
couple of
that
lights
before.
on.
Look, see, I've got my aqua lights, and my purple light. I also have orange.
Some of my
'cause I like
accent
orange.
colors. Anyway, let's not
Doug's like got
distract
to
from
run
the
off
channel
and
review.
turn on all these lights.
No,
did you want to
I
drop
can do
the
that.
what's your burning question so we can see
Yeah.
a bit more? There we go. Thank you.
Let's
Appreciate that.
go simple here. I'm going to go
Alright,
straight
let's
to
have
the
a look.
about page.
Alrighty. See, that first line of the about page is
What is up?
It's waste. It's a waste.
YouTube. I think
So when
yeah, most people know they're on YouTube. So yeah, that's what I was going to say. That's all
Yeah.
yours.
It is. It is. Oh, look, I honestly just think that you need to just dive straight in. Like, you got tech, love tech, you're in the right place. Like, you need to just jump straight in because that entire top line, that's the only thing that shows. So Doug, if you drop back out of that, oh, Doug's disappeared. He's going to turn his lights on. It's like, there you go. So that first line says, YouTube, what's up? I'm Ace, and today I want to share with you me, lover of tech. That's it. That's what people are seeing. There's nothing in there that makes them want to just click and find out more. So if they don't give a crap about you, which sounds really harsh, but at the start they don't. They don't know you from a bar of soap. So you want to sell them with the tech like your thumbnails do. Your thumbnails are amazing. They are clear and really like just boom, show what it is. You need to use that same logic in that description. Instant catch, then maybe the second line you can crack the joke, because obviously that's your personality, which it's not a bad thing, but you want to really make it clear about why they need to click that. There's no links. Is there any links in that? Ace Rocks Text is another one that doesn't share any other socials. Yeah, no other links. Okay.
Which, from a sense of taking people off your channel and off YouTube, which is not always a good thing. YouTube prefer you keep people on the platform. From
They
that
do.
point of view, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
But there might be like they're happy with you sharing a couple of those.
They wouldn't make it available and they highlight the very first link as well. It's bright blue.
Yeah.
It's really clear. But I mean, if you don't want your following to, find you on Twitter, if your Twitter account or X or whatever it's called, if it's got nothing to do with it, like it's a personal account, you may not want your audience over there following that. And it's a personal preference, but I think it's like a lot of things. If YouTube give you the space to do something, I do it.
Yeah. And I can
So-
see you've got a Amazon disclaimer, which is always good there.
Yeah. I really hope
so-
you put that disclaimer in every video as well. Because Amazon are really pernickety. Their disclaimer has to appear before the link, so you can't just shove the disclaimer right down the bottom of your description. And I've seen them boot people from the affiliate program purely because the disclaimer was after the link. So you've really got to be on top of that. They're a bit harsh with it.
Yeah. So if you happen to have a, which I probably, if that's your like social there, you probably won't get into influencers. So you probably just got a affiliate program at the moment. So you don't have a link to a storefront that you can send people to, because that would be a link that you could put in there, because that's a win for you, because it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is, helping you generate more income.
Sure.
If you also had a website, like a personal website, like an Ace Rocks Tech
or
website.
if you've got a kit, if you don't have a personal website and you have a kit.co.
Yep. Any of that sort of stuff, they're worth putting in there, especially early on if you haven't like reached that monetization level.
Yeah, anything that can help you cover the
platform.
cost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is all good place. So this is stuff I can get into, because I'm a tech geek. So
I'm like,
this
hey
channel
Google.
is right.
I'm like
This
looking
channel's
at my
right down
Google
my alley.
Pixel. Like,
Yeah.
oh.
I've got my iPhone 15
sorry,
Pro
Google.
Max.
Sorry, I made my Google talk to me.
I got my Pixel 7. So
I got my 7. Ace Rock Tech says that he does put the disclaimer in every video, but he didn't know about the placement in the description. And he says he doesn't have any of those things. He doesn't have a Amazon store.
Yeah.
Or a kit. Kit's free to set up, and you can put your affiliate links in it. I would definitely be setting that up. If you don't want to get a website or anything like that, I would definitely be utilizing Kit.
Yeah.
Something you can send people to. Yeah.
Especially if you're using like Genius Link with your Amazon.
Yeah.
To like keep people like on Amazon, but multiple stores, or whether it's you've also got like a Best Buy affiliate, or a B&H affiliate, or any of those others affiliates that you can have. You can have it all under Genius Link, and then it sends people to the one that they need for their region, or the preferred store. They can choose between Amazon and B&H, or Best
especially
Buy
if you're in
and
the
all those.
US.
Yeah.
You can on Kit, you can set up your affiliates. You can apply for a B&H affiliate. Best Buy affiliate is another one that you can do. And so when people go to your Kit store and say they want to buy that phone cover, and it's available at all 3 stores, they can choose their favorite, which makes it again easier. You want them to click that to make that purchase, so you get the affiliate commission. Everything you need to do is about making it easier for people. So, but yeah. Who was it? Somebody in the chat said that they loved the thumbnails. Life with Lucia and Glenn says that I love the thumbnails. I think the thumbnails are great.
Yeah.
Like, they're super clear. I instantly know what it's going to be about. It's
the product's
drawing me
front
in.
and center.
Yeah.
The font's consistent with the brand, so the consistency of the font, because I think that's like Banger or something similar to the one Mr. Beast uses. Not exactly the same. I think it's called Banger is a common one that you can get. But it's the same color of font, but more or less using that same font all the way through. So that sort of carries through, especially these recent ones. It carries
Creates
through.
like a little bit of a branding feel. Like, you know that if it comes up in your feed, you're like, oh, I know that one.
Yeah.
That one's Ace Rocks Tech. So I'm going to get a great review out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So this is the homepage. I'm scrolling down.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing it's sort of similar to what Doodles had at the moment. I'm seeing like the default videos list, the default created playlist.
Created. Yeah.
The short and a short shelf.
And short shelf. Yeah. Again, you're sleeping on. You've got so many options to drive traffic to your preferred videos, or your videos that you know are performing better. You've got playlists. Put them front and center.
I think that there's potential. Yeah, like your 6 Pro journey. So you've got everything themed around the Pixel 6 Pro.
Can you view full playlist on one of those for me, pretty please?
Yeah, which one do you want to go with? The Pixel 6?
Just any of them. I've got a feeling that they're not being fully optimized. Oh no, I mean it's kind of there. So by fully optimized, I mean your playlist description should be a good, clear paragraph of exactly what these videos are about, because the playlists come up in Google search as well as the individual videos. So if you want to be grabbing people who are like Googling for something that you've got a video on, making sure you optimize not just your videos by their description and their titles, but also the playlists can actually just draw people in off from Google, not just from YouTube themselves. But no, you've got that in there. It just didn't show up. So I was like, is it there? I don't know. Yeah, he was looking to be roasted. How are you feeling? Crispy? Crispy?
So that's the particularly if it was like, obviously if you're coming up with, say, when the Pixel 9s come out later this year,
Yeah.
if you've got a series that are going to go in, and then because that's a current thing, then you definitely want to make sure that that current series of items for the Pixel 9 Pro, for example, is the things that's current and people are going to be looking for. To make sure that that's like front and center on your homepage as a playlist, even if you've got like maybe only 3 in there to start with, because you're sort of adding all the different cases and other accessories along the way. Let me go back. I think there's probably potential for some more playlists.
Because how many videos are on the channel?
So I'm going to look at 140 videos.
Yeah, you could have more playlists.
So if you look at,
for sure,
you can see right now there's like a whole bunch of iPhone 15 Pro. Like that's a playlist. Like all the 15 Pro, Pro Max cases, that should be a playlist. Yeah, definitely.
And videos can be in more than one playlist.
Yeah.
So you could have like a cases playlist for a brand of cases. But then you could have the Spigen, I don't know how to say the word, sorry if I've destroyed it. The Spigen brand of cases, they could be across iPhones and Androids. They could be appearing in separate playlists, but that one video could filter into both, if that makes sense.
So it could be it'd be in the iPhone 15 playlist, but it's also in the Spigen playlist, for example. Yeah, exactly. And then another playlist for just the accessories, like this 3-in-1 charger here.
Yeah.
If you've got a bunch of chargers over time, that becomes a playlist.
Yeah, so a good number of videos to be in a playlist is kind of that sort of 5 to 6 range, or 5 to 10 range. And so you don't want any one playlist to have like 500 videos or anything like that. You want them to be short and like consumable and just really... so people want to watch all of it. They don't go into the playlist and go, oh my God, I'm never going to be able to watch all these videos. You want them to go, oh wow, this is like a great mini series on this topic. So having like a good handful of a solid number, and then just having multiple playlists, and really remembering to write a good, clear description of what that playlist is about can really help as well. Oh, I was saying it correctly. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm very good at trashing words. I gave you the thumbs up on the Spigen. I go, Spigen. Yeah. I'm very good at trashing the pronunciation of words. So I appreciate that I've actually got one right for a change.
Super Dave USA. Hello.
Definitely be adding in some more playlists. But I love the thumbnails. I love the font. I love that you're keeping within your niche of the tech that you love. Are you ready to jump? Yeah, there we go.
Gonna jump to shorts real quick.
Got some shorts.
I'm just gonna go popular just because I'll see. Look at that one.
124K.
And I can see you're doing some off topic. There's a couple off topic ones here and there.
Yeah, off topic ones. So that's. But if you're going to go off topic, your shorts is the place to do it. I actually think your community tab is a great way. It's a great spot to go off topic. And actually make it expire. Treat it like a story.
Yeah.
So that's because you can make your community posts expire.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think the great thing though is the second biggest short,
Is on topic.
103K is right in the channel alley,
Yeah.
so to speak. You know, it's a
That's
MagSafe
awesome.
wallet. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
keep them going. Like you can't go wrong with shorts. You can just refine your. Really, it all
Yeah.
comes down to just the art of putting them together and making them sort of in that with under 60-second time frame, making something that might be like quirky or interesting.
Yeah.
That'll grab people's attention. They'll just keep them watching for the video. Maybe it starts to loop again, and they go, "Oh, it's looping again. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll watch it again." Or okay, I'll scroll to the
Yeah.
next
Oh,
one.
that was
But
fun.
if
I'm
you-
so going to watch that again.
It's,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, I've watched it all the way through. I might watch it again. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm here. Let it roll again. You
Yeah.
know, we'll watch it twice. So, yeah.
And Ace Rocks Tech has said some shorts are very evergreen, and you're right. And shorts come
Yeah.
up in search as well. So you know,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. I like that. And you also
Chopper
live
says 3 years later, and we're still talking about the worth of shorts. Clubhouse drama hashtag. That is kind of funny.
Hashtag shorts.
Yeah.
Hashtag RIP Clubhouse is all I can say.
Yeah. I miss the good Clubhouse days. I really do. I had so
Okay,
much
so
fun.
So Ace doesn't really live stream. Did one two
No.
years ago
Yeah.
talking about iPhone Pixels. Okay, that was probably iPhone and Pixel season. But that's good. Keep that up your sleeve. You know, one day
Yeah.
it'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna get back into that live streaming thing.
Yeah.
We did go to the
Let's
community
jump to the
tab though.
community tab.
All right.
It's a great picture.
Yeah, that's a smart picture. This is the sort of thing that you post in your community tab. This is stuff. It might not end up
Yeah.
on a. It might end up on a thumbnail. It might not.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh yeah. Oh, that's an interesting looking case. It's a MagSafe case for my, you know,
And it's
iPhone,
creating
whatever.
intrigue for an upcoming video. Like it's
Yep.
not just a link to a video, like, hey, go and watch this video. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
this is going to be a video. So
Yeah.
people be like, oh, I'll come back
Teasing.
for that.
Behind the scenes stuff. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a thumbnail.
Teasing the thumbnail in advance. That's interesting.
Yeah. Again, no link to the video, so I like that. But that's a funny
Okay.
photo.
Okay. That's like the third one down. That's 2 months ago. So maybe think about
Yeah, I
more
think
regular use of.
some, like we said before, some polls, some picture
Yeah.
polls. You know,
It's a good
Get
way
in
of
there and-
staying front and center between videos. That's my
Yeah.
opinion on those. And then we're down to like a year ago. So yeah, I know. Obviously, you're getting back into it with this most recent one being 15
Yeah.
hours ago, and then one before that was a month ago. So yeah, I'd be aiming for doing if you're not doing at least one a week, then you're probably not using it well enough. I'd be using it multiple times a week if you can. If you come up with
And
a
you can-
plan, use
and you
polls.
can schedule
use-
them as well.
use
Like that's the
quizzes.
other thing. You can
Yeah.
you can get in the groove, schedule a couple of weeks worth, and walk away. So yeah.
I'm going to go back to the channel banner for a second.
It's bothering you, isn't it? How's it look on mobile, Doug?
Like
I would imagine it gets
it's-
hacked off in the middle of
it's
photos.
gonna cut off in mid photo. I haven't even looked, but it's okay. Like the
Yeah.
Ace Tech is right in the middle, so we know that's gonna be front and center, so that's fine.
Yeah.
It's fitting in the band, top to bottom.
And it's got a bit of like electricity happening, which is a bit
Yeah.
more of a rock vibe.
I think for the first iteration of a channel banner for a channel, I think this is fine.
Yeah.
But I think at some point you will need to level up
Yeah.
that a little bit more. I don't know. I'm thinking of ways to do it. I'd probably simplify the photos, not have a whole bunch of things.
Yeah.
But at least
Because we know you
give-
take great photos. Like we're
Yeah.
looking at your thumbnails. You've
Yeah.
got some great photos you've got access to.
Yeah.
So
I'll be
Yeah.
doing some background cutout and stuff, and it's then just making like obviously phone cases are a big part of it. So maybe
Mm-hmm.
making a recent phone case a hero on the banner,
yeah.
and maybe some other accessories. So it's like case because you're so tech and accessories. We know you do a lot of cases, but there's maybe a something that people can identify with. Well, this is a charger might be a bit generic, but maybe something that sort of stands out, like an Apple Watch or something.
Yeah.
Or Apple Watch band or something. I think just like
I would
just
have a look at some of the
less-
other
less
tech
clutter.
Yeah, I'd have a look at some of the other channels and
Yeah.
see what kinds of things they're doing, and try and get some inspiration and from that regard, and see how they're going. Because like, who's it? Is it? Oh my gosh, my brain is just like trashed. Floozy. Oh my god,
Floozy?
Floozy.
Who?
He's got Mr. White Shoes the cat. I know the cat's name. And
I
anyway,
don't know. I don't know who this is.
I can't think. It's like it's probably got nothing to do with Floozy. But basically, he does a lot of tech reviews, and his channel banner art looks really good. So you could probably go on over and have a look there if I could think of the channel name to tell you. But that would be like, I'm gonna look. I've got to look YouTube because it's gonna mess with my brain.
It's gonna annoy you.
Flossie, thank you.
Are you
It's
talking
Flossie Carter.
Are you talking
Oh
about
my
Flossie Carter?
gosh.
Thinking, she's not talking about Flossie Carter.
I am.
Like,
I'm talking
I've never
about
watched.
Flossie
I know who
Carter.
Flossie Carter is, but I've never watched any of his content. So, but I know Viper's a
love
big
his-
fan.
Yeah, I love Flossie Carter. Basically, I like Mr. White Shoes. I like the cat, and that's why I watch, because the cat. And he's got his own song. So when his little feet appear, he's got his own little song that plays, and that's, I remember that. Obviously, I remember the cat more, but definitely you could go in and check his channel, to check out how he does some of his channel art and things like that. I was going to say, John, want to bring the ticker back up. There we go.
There we go.
There we go. Oh my
Type
gosh.
the word #roast in the chat.
Yeah.
You only need to do it once. We're using the same word for the whole stream. That
Yeah.
means that once we're done, we're not going to draw the same person again.
That's
Just
right. It's
guarantee, 'cause I've
one and done.
One and done. Because we're looking at we're going through all the tabs. We're looking
You might get
I'm
roasted.
clicking on
You
everything.
might get reviewed. You might get both. Who knows? Who knows?
There we go.
We gently
Yes.
roast. It's a slow roast. You could
Well,
climb out of the
it's,
oven if you really want.
Ace Rock Tech, and we know that the tech space is competitive. And just
Yeah.
some last final thoughts. But phone cases are people are into them. People are into them. Look at
who's the other-
technically T. He does. He's
Yeah, I was about to
massive
say,
on phone
technically,
cases.
his is great.
So, there's a lot, and there's room in tech for different voices to talk about the tech that they love, the cases, the chargers, whether it's phone accessories or whether you're, into some sort of high tech communication devices.
Yeah.
All that.
Ace Rock
yeah.
Tech said, "Thank you all so much. Got work to do on the channel, but it's also nice to know I've got some good things."
Yeah.
So yeah. We don't want to be discouraging. We want creators on this platform. We want you to enjoy this process. We just don't want you to spin your wheels if there's something we can help you with.
Absolutely.
So, are we
Yeah.
ready for another roll?
Let's do it again.
So #roast in the chat.
It's Jerry.
Jerry Papandrea. Oh,
I'm about to get hungry.
yep. Bring it on. I'm like, what
Ugh.
snacks have I got? My daughter threw snacks at me, like,
Oh.
because she's used to me modding at this time so I can eat. So I've got like troll lollies and chocolates, and I can't have any of them, and they're sitting right there.
I got a packet of Thins, which is just potato chips.
Nice.
Crisps, as they call them in the
Nice.
UK.
We
Potato
just call them
chips,
chips.
crisps.
They're just chips.
So a pack of Thins, so they're just original, so it's like plain salted chips.
Yeah.
Nothing
Thin
special. No
cut.
salt, vinegar.
No
No barbecue.
crinkles.
No chicken flavour. No.
No flavor.
Well, it's got salt. Salt and potato. It's made from real
yeah.
potato.
Oh, Jerry's ready for us. He's ready
All
for
right.
us.
If I can't find
so-
Jerry's channel, there's something wrong with me.
Yeah, there's
I'm
issues
subscribed
if
to
you
the-
can't find Jerry's channel. So just in clearness, I put a post up on Twitter. So if you don't follow me on Twitter, you can go and do that. Every now and again, I put up a post saying, "Hey, there's something you want help with," and I'll go and have a little look if I've got some time, if I've got some free time. And I went and did a bit of a dive on Jerry's channel a little while ago, because his question was about his channel art. So we had a little look at that. So, Yeah.
And I'm seeing Jerry's channel art, and it looks like he's attempted to optimize that for mobile. So I'm gonna have to give it the test. But I'll let you have a look
Okay.
and see what you want to look at first. Do you want to start with the channel banner, or do you want to start somewhere else?
Let's start with the channel banner. So I had feels about the channel banner. For me, this is a channel about food, right? So if we scroll down, there's some great thumbnails about food, about testing foods, about all different things about food. Doug's mouth is like, Doug, here, look, do you need a tissue? Because he's going to be drooling. So, but the thumbnail doesn't say food to me. So I think that there needs to be some good imagery of the food on that thumbnail. I love the picture of Jerry. That cracks, like, that's just Jerry's personality right there. Love that. But I think that the actual thumbnail itself does not show anything about the food other than writing the words food and the cartoon pizza. So that was my feels on that. Also, it's absolutely not optimized for television. It's fine for mobile. It's fine for desktop. Oh, here we go. Doug's got it on mobile.
Is it focusing? There we go.
There we go. It's focused now. It's focused. So it looks great on mobile. Looks good on desktop.
Yeah, it's optimized for mobile. Look at that.
Yeah.
And if you're in dark mode, it just sort of blends because of the black background.
Yeah,
which is an interesting way to go. I'm assuming on light mode that's going to be like a contrasting, which will probably work. But,
it could still work.
It could still work.
It could still work.
Yeah, no, I'm interested in what it looks like on TV. You got me thinking with your question when you mentioned that. But I'll have a think about if I can figure out a way of doing that.
I'd have to run to another room. Open it up, find it.
My Apple TV's here, but I've got my slideshow going, so I could probably jump in.
You could possibly do that.
I might.
No pressure, Doug. No pressure.
Well, I could just go offline, and can I bring up on the screen though, so people can see?
I don't know.
I could roll back out of the way, maybe.
Yeah,
anyway,
just doing that. Anyway,
I'll figure.
You can have a think about that.
I'll take myself off and figure out where do you want me to start though. I'll listen in and operate the.
Now something I did do for Jerry was I made him a rough copy or a rough idea of the kind of channel art that could work, and it was just to give him some food for thought. And so it was a concept. It was a concept idea. So that's really useful for that. Jerry does go straight in his, because Doug's in charge of all the clicking here. I can't click or move anything, but the analysis and breakdowns of incredible food, it instantly tells us what's going to happen on this channel. Oh, thank you, Doug. And so then he jumps into my name is Jerry. It's, all the information and a bit more, sort of like, if you like food, subscribe. Like, seriously, who doesn't like food? Let me know in the chat. Do you like food? So, I like food. Food's good. It's 1:45 in the morning here. I don't need to get hungry right now. And I love also that you've got in a couple of links, a couple of things that are actually super helpful. And you've got your name in there as well. I do like how you've got this, and you've really just made it super clear in that first line, just of what everything's about. Doug will be back. Doug has gone to see if we can look at channel art on his Apple TV. Oh, he's back. Here he comes. Look at this. Bring it. Okay.
Bring it.
Make yourself big. Make you big.
Okay, yeah. Let me.
There we go.
Okay, now I need to get out of the shot so it doesn't focus on me.
Yeah. There we go. Okay.
That's not the best view. I want to see if I can bring it up, but basically, this text on this side, it sort of comes in and then covers everything up.
Just covers all the writing that was on the screen, and you are like, if you left that section, if you didn't yellow across the bottom, it probably would blend in better into the the actual screen rather than shows that you've only got like the top hunch. So yeah, Doug went to sneak a snack. He totally did. Are those chips still closed,
wish.
Doug?
Like over on my desk over there, I put them down and then straight into this. So
Oh, okay. All right. We're just checking. Okay. So, so don't sleep on your TV channel banners. There's billions of minutes of watch time being watched on televisions every single day. So don't sleep on it. Don't like, how do I describe this? New content is more important than making things pretty. Definitely. But if you've got time and you're working on your channel art, make sure that the channel art is optimized for television as well. So on the television, all the short snacks, the podcast, everything was covered. We couldn't see any of it. Okay, Doug, do we want to choose another thing to look at?
Yep. Tell me where you want to go. Oh, we'll just start we're on the home screen. Let's scroll down.
We're on the home screen. Look at these. Look at these photos of this food. This needs to be in the art and the channel art. These are amazing
this is for
photos.
me, and it's speaking to me. So for me, he's doing a good job there. I'm like, yeah, it looks good. I'd eat that.
Doug is hungry. He wants the food. He's
I'd
hungry.
I'd eat everything there. You know.
I'd give it a red hot go.
Okay, these playlists are stellar. Let me stop on those ones. You can speak while I fix my backdrop.
Or you can make it pretty. Okay, so you've chosen playlists that have got you've got your recents first. So this is I'm guessing, this is a customized recent videos. Jerry created this and manually adds the videos into this so that he can create the custom description of it, choose the orders of the videos, everything's in there. So it is definitely that is a customized thumbnail, a customized playlist, which is just a great way to use, because you can use the YouTube stock standard, but you don't get to what's the word? Optimize it. You don't get to optimize it. It's just recent uploads. Boom. Pff, everything's in there. Here you can choose, you can create, you can make it better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The descriptions on each one, awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, look at all these people in the chat that are hungry. See, Jerry, this is your fault. Everybody is hungry now.
I got to say, when I saw this thumbnail the other day, the mac and cheese one.
Dean Emmons just let you know that Nick's not streaming today. Yeah, we know.
Are you
He's
sure?
in the chat. Yeah. He's like, Nick's not streaming today.
What, you mean he doesn't have like a mobile phone with him in where he is?
Yeah. Cakes by Chopper. We're multi-streaming. We're on Doug Hewson's channel as well as my channel. So there's comments from both happening. So sorry for the confusion there. If you're just joining the stream, we're multi-streaming across two channels.
Yep.
Both Doug Hewson YT and the Chantelle Hills channel. Those of you that are in the Chantelle Hills channel, I love you the best. I'm just saying.
All right.
Oh, nice shirt. Yeah, bring it.
I'm
Create a
hoping
mixed
that
merch.
nothing scrolled past me earlier, because that's sort of where I'm up.
I've been kind of keeping an eye on things for you. Because we know that you struggle with the chat. We know.
StreamYard moves it on me,
Yeah.
Anyway, before I got interrupted with D and all that and the shirt.
You got derailed.
I got derailed.
Yeah.
I was going to comment on this thumbnail. Like, it's hard to read on this one.
Yeah.
But I saw this one in my feed the other day. Obviously, it streamed a day ago for a live stream, mac and cheese chat.
You need
the
to
image
move
behind,
that
I
title
thought
up
it was.
a little.
What's that?
That title needs to go up. It's being blocked by the time zone, by the timestamp.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even worried about that.
Yeah.
When I saw it in my feed, I actually thought that was like the background that he's sitting in front of. I actually thought that was like a visual from like a video game for some reason. But I can see it's like a real photo looking down on a
showground
open
sort of thing.
field where they're having a festival of mac and cheese or something, which is this giant mac and cheese festival that you talk about, which makes sense once I read the title. But when I was looking at it without reading the title, I actually thought it was like something from like a Sims game or a Civ or something. you know, where you've got people and you know, you're moving people around and they're doing all the you know, chopping down trees and
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, baking cakes and you know. But then I realised later, oh, no, that's like a top-down shot of this
That's
festival.
an aerial view of a real lifey thing.
Well, I'm not saying that for any particular reason. I thought that was an interesting story. That's what I thought the other day when I first saw it. I soon
Yeah.
realised what it was.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's a good thing as well.
Yeah. But yeah, I
Um,
also think having the title blocked by the timestamp would have made that less clear as well.
Yeah.
So, because you like it's
Yeah.
blocking an entire word.
Which, when it
So-
was scheduled, wouldn't have been blocked by a timestamp, but it might have had the upcoming stamp across it
Yeah,
instead.
that's right.
Which would probably cover more of it.
It's a pretty good idea to keep that bottom right corner pretty clear,
Yeah.
because that's where YouTube drops things.
That's true.
So, yeah.
But for most of these thumbnails, that doesn't matter because there's, you know, a bunch of these
Yeah.
food ones don't have anything on them except for the banger image, the hero, and
Yeah.
probably quite literally, there's probably one that is an actual hero.
Yeah.
I'm scrolling, but I'm not scrolling the right part.
This might be like if you scroll back just a little, this might
Yep.
be a little bit of a hot take.
Yep.
But I actually don't think Jerry needs his face in some of those. I think it's distracting from the food.
That's that last 4 or so in that, because that's a podcast.
Oh,
which is
okay. All
interesting.
right. Rules are different for podcasts.
Yeah.
Rules are different
And
for
so he's got
podcasts.
like in the second and the fourth, there's a guest. So he's in there with the guest. And so.
Yeah, maybe
you know.
highlight them a little bit more then, because they're kind of blending in just a dash. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But your podcast rules are different.
Yeah. I can see the challenge is he wants to still make the food the hero, like the cannolis.
Yeah. But you
or
got to
the,
remember, you can only have one hero,
Yeah. Or the whatever pie that is behind.
because it's either a hero or an ensemble cast. But you
Yeah.
so there's only one hero.
Yeah. So I was figuring out what's the hero of the thumbnail or the video that
Yeah.
therefore is the hero of the thumbnail.
Jerry's saying that his face versus no face is something he's currently testing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you've got
cool.
ways to test that,
Awesome.
whether it's TubeBuddies AB or if it's if you've got the YouTube test and compare,
The ABC.
do the testing
Yep, compare.
at 100%. You know, opinions. Everybody has opinions.
They're like armpits.
That's right.
Yeah.
They start to smell after a while.
Yeah. Yeah. Good job. Well done, Doug. Okay. But yeah, I love the photos of the food. They're really great. I'm really hungry. Chopper's actually saying Ninja Turtles, but that's 4 heroes, but that's an ensemble. That's an
That
ensemble.
is.
Because, you know,
They are heroes.
yeah. Look, I like
Where
the
do-
thumbs for the most
Where
part.
would you like to go?
I would like to go to the community tab.
Oh, bit of a theme here today. Community tab.
Community tab.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Now I got to. Okay. It's gonna scroll. Okay.
Do you know,
One day ago.
Jerry, I did not answer your poll because I've only had stovetop. I don't know which one's better because I've only had the one. What am I missing? So, yeah.
Okay. I just want to check something. Let me scroll
Yeah.
for a bit.
Poll.
A lot of polls, which
Poll,
I'm
poll.
very happy about the polls, and you post a lot, which is great.
Yeah.
But I think with your niche, I think you're missing
Yeah.
out
More
on
food pictures.
image polls,
Yes.
particularly
image polls.
if it's relevant. If you can come
Oh
up
my
with pictures
gosh.
like
The-
classic twist, rods, nuggets. Where's the pictures? Let's see the pictures of, of the
like you've
pretzel
got,
shapes.
You've got all the food. Make it pretty. Make it pretty.
Make it pretty. Come up with something. Not like every single time for the polls, but
Yeah.
more often than not, if particularly if there's going to be some really schmicker looking food, let's
Yeah.
leverage that to get more
See, now I'm
clicks
getting
on the
hungry.
community views.
This is terrible.
That's my see look at this. Done that. That looks appealing to me on my screen. Like it looks better
Yeah,
on
it
my
looks
screen.
great
than it
on
does
my
the
screen as
It looks
well.
Great.
Did you want to drop Marius's message off?
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Marius. Hello.
I have a habit of leaving messages on.
Jerry says that he sleeps on the food poles. John O'Brien says it's got to be a baked mac and cheese with ziti. I don't know what ziti is.
I know, that sounds pretty tasty.
I mean, I'd try it. I don't know what
As
ziti
soon as you
is.
say mac and cheese, you got me. So, you
Yeah,
know.
because I like mac and cheese, but I've only had the one kind. So I feel like I'm missing out.
You're not,
So
you're
I
not
need
making that.
photos of the different mac and cheeses.
You're not
so
making
that I
that
could
box stuff,
drool.
are you? Like the Kraft mac and cheese. It's not,
That,
is that the only
shush.
one you've had?
Yes.
You could start making it from scratch, I tell you. Get like the whole packet of macaroni from the supermarket.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is not a food stream.
I've just
I'll stop.
disappointed
I'm
Doug.
gonna stop.
Doug's like, oh my God, you've only had Kraft mac and cheese.
Oh, go back like a month ago on Better Homes and Gardens. Karen Martini made a mac and cheese, and it looked very cheesy, and so I was like,
See, I love cheese. Yeah.
it sort
Jerry
of
says I
iterated the
need
way
to
that we
try
make
baked
them.
mac and cheese. Jerry, you need to send me a recipe and I'll try it and I'll post photos. Because I can cook. I
Yeah.
just, I've just not. I don't make mac and cheese very often. I think the last time I had mac and cheese was like, it's got to be 10 years ago. So yeah.
Oh my goodness.
See, you've got Doug now. Look at the chips. Look at those little packets of chips.
Yeah, the Doritos nachos cheese. We got nachos on our menu for the next coming up soon. So our household menu. So we haven't had
Midnight
nachos in a
Madness,
while.
you're correct. You do hear Creator Mix in the background. We love Creator Mix here, both on Doug's channel and my channel. Massive fans of Creator Mix. If you are a creator, which I'm assuming everybody is here, you need to go and check out creatormix.com. I think I have a link even. It's great music made by creators for creators. It's free to use. And there's a really great selection of music that you can just have cranking. There you go. Oh, look at that. And Doug's brought up Creator Mix, creates the background vibe.
Ooh. As soon as I pushed it up, it changed
It went all
from the...
glitchy.
Yeah, it's like a glitch on effect.
Little Crafty Nook says I'm a deprived person because I've only had Kraft mac and cheese. Oh. Yeah.
Okay, so final
I feel
thoughts on
shamed.
community tab.
I feel shamed.
We need to get back on track. We're getting derailed by
I feel
Jerry
like
now.
I've just been roasted.
By Jerry's channel. Roasted with the
okay.
roasted mac and cheese. There you go.
Roasted.
At
Look,
some point, it's got to go in the
I
oven
agree
and
with
get
you.
like crispy.
There's nothing better than
crispy-
crispy melty cheese.
Like
seriously.
the melted cheese, brown it a little bit, maybe a bit of breadcrumbs, whatever. Yum.
Gosh. All right. Back on track. The community tab. I agree with Doug. Some of these polls could totally be photo polls. I love that you're using it all the time. I love that you've... Oh, see, that's me. Hello.
Chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake.
Or chocolate something.
What is it? It doesn't even say.
I'm expanding it to see. Yep, ultimate chocolate cake.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'd try that.
Yeah, that
But
looks delicious.
the photos are just dragging attention. So make sure you're adding some photos into those. Adding some photos into your polls as well. It'll just really draw people in. Like just looking at the chat, there's so many people here that are just like, oh my gosh, I need that food. And it's just because of the great photos that you're using. So don't sleep on the photos. Make sure you're utilizing them. You're already taking them, so use them. We've got a store here.
Yeah, I just want to shout out merch. Well done.
I like that.
And you've
Stick
put
with
some
me,
thought
kid.
into
You'll
it.
never go hungry.
Yeah, I think you've put some thought into that.
Yeah,
And,
I'm making a
you know.
mess. I love that. That's awesome. It's
I li-
really easy, like with merch, just to go a little bit, like just go logo. But I love that you've gone that next step. You've made it so that it's not just for the people that like your channel. It's for people who like food in general. So having the funny little sayings and things like that It is just, I love that you've gone that next step. Pam Duthie says that we're too nice to roast people, Doug.
Yeah, probably. You're probably right.
Possibly, yeah.
Uh,
I mean, we want to roast people, but
okay. Where do you want to go from here? I didn't want to linger on the store.
That's right. I would go playlists because he's got some playlists on the homepage. We want to see how he's utilising the playlists.
He's got quite a number of playlists.
It's great.
So I think his playlist game's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like he's thinking it through. He's grouping them.
Yeah.
Start here.
Jerry
if you
says
like
this
food.
is the kindest roast he's ever had. So yeah, like great use on the playlist. They're optimized playlists.
I'm going to click on start here if you like food because I think.
Oh, that clicks the video rather than the playlist. You need to go back.
I know. I'm listening to the ad. No, don't keep playing.
It's like stop.
Well, I clicked on a different one, but that'll do.
How to cook vegetable recipes and techniques. You could that's fine. You could.
We've
you're
picked an
great
older
with
one
words.
that's got
You could expand on it a little. Yeah.
We've picked an older one with a more basic description, but at least there's still a description there.
There is a description, so tick.
I think it could be refreshed.
Yeah, I think so too.
That wasn't the one I was going to click on.
Wasn't it? What were you going to click on?
Start here if you like food. It was only updated 5 days ago. So
everybody loves these videos, recipes, and restaurant reactions. I think that could be a bit clearer. It's there again. Tick. You've done it. But I would I think like a good 2 to 3 sentences is the way to go.
Okay. Short paragraph.
Yeah, a little short paragraph.
And again, the food's looking great.
The food looks great. The photos are great. The photos are great.
I need to go back to the channel. Okay. But I think there's a lot of playlists there, and it's like just being, because obviously you can't put them all on the homepage. Just be strategic as to which ones should be on there at certain times.
Some popular videos on the homepage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you want to click?
Proceed? Jerry has a bit of a shorts game. I know Jerry talks.
Does he have a shorts game? Does he?
Jerry, I know. I've talked to Jerry. He beat in some YouTube shorts groups and things, so he has like insider knowledge on shorts. So let's look at his shorts game.
Let's check it.
And I'm gonna go popular.
I just tried to scroll down. Obviously, I can't.
There we go. Biggest one, 88,000. Not bad. That's awesome.
Yeah. So how many subscribers on Jerry's channel? Just to have a quick squiz.
Over 6.
Okay. All right. Well, 88,000 views on a short. That's great.
Yeah. 6.7.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, Creator Classroom. I do it all the time. I've got my mouse here. It's totally useless. I can't do anything with it.
Jerry's shorts are what I see most of when they come up in my feed. I'm always seeing shorts.
Oh, I've watched
Jerry's
that hot
putting them out all
sauce,
the
that
time.
sriracha sauce one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 10K. Like these are getting great views. Like I'm scrolling down, we're still in the sometimes shorts will die and you get a couple of hundred views, but these are all over 10K at the moment. We're getting sort of just hitting the 10K here.
Starting to get those.
Dropping down. But there's and it's regular, there's candy, there's
and
sorts
it's
of
all
stuff.
food based. It all is staying on brand.
Yeah. This is
John O'Brien, have an awesome one.
Yeah. I think these shorts this is what you should be doing with shorts, is like short to the point. Like the way that Jerry puts them together, they're very fast paced, short to the point. They're not dragging over the 60 seconds. It's like sometimes you can be in and out real quick on some of Jerry's. They'll be like shorter than 60 seconds quite easily. Which is good. He gets in, does the thing.
And when they're really short like that, people tend to rewatch it.
Yeah, no fluff at all. So you can see he's getting some results there. Obviously, we're not getting like millions.
Yeah.
And that sort of stuff. Like dedicated shorts channels. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Still solid shorts game.
Like I'm envious of this shorts game.
Yeah, me too.
Truthful.
Truth be told. but it's obvious that he makes an effort for his shorts.
Yeah. Now, we know that Jerry does some live streams as well, which he's
Yeah.
done a few recently. So just want to have a look. There's some of the ones that we looked at, which are also related into the podcast, I think, if I recall. They were all in the... I think some of those doubles... Yes, so some of those are
Oh, yeah,
doubling.
they do. They double up.
As
Yep.
live streams doubling as podcasts, which makes sense, particularly when you've got these guests here. There's
Yeah.
a few guests, a few solos along the way. I
Yeah.
think I'm just going to jump back. So, and it's regular. There's regular live streams, like
Yeah.
a day ago, 8 days ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 4
Yeah, so
weeks
it's like
ago.
a live a week, I'd say.
So it's like, seems to be consistent. And I like consistency on live streams. I think that's
I also
great.
like consistency on live streams.
Yes.
I'm biased towards this.
You are. I know that for a fact. I know that for a fact.
It is the truth.
I know certain creators that you harass because they don't live stream often enough
Really?
or on a
Really?
regular basis. Yes, I do.
There are creators that I do harass about that. You're right. Yeah.
Okay.
dear. All right.
Any last thoughts for Jerry and anywhere
look,
else you would like to look?
I think Jerry's really tapped into the fact that he does need to keep on top of things. He's constantly testing, he's trialing, he's using so many of the features. He's using the live streams, he's using the community tab regularly, he's optimizing his playlists, and then he's going back and re-optimizing thumbnails and checking things and trying things. I love that attitude. That's the attitude we all need to have as creators. It's constantly learning, that YouTube is a constantly changing platform. So keeping on top of things and not resting on our laurels is a really important attitude for all of us to have while we're live streaming. Oh, not live streaming, but while we're creating, but live streaming too. And I love that he's got this attitude of just, I'm just going to test that. I'm just going to try it. I'm doing this thing. I'm going to try it. I'm trialing out faces versus no faces. I'm, trying the podcasting. I'm trying the shorts. And because of the effort and the length of the trials, he's having success. And I love that for him because he works really hard at it. And I think it's great. I do think you need to change the channel art. But other than that, I'm pretty happy. What about you, Doug?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really digging the vibe all around Jerry's channel. So
and here's a tissue so that you can wipe the drool off your chin after all those delicious photos.
thanks.
But I just need to do this one thing.
Yes, it's coffee time. Coffee.
Oh, the coffees are coming in tonight.
Jabba.
They are.
Yes.
Cakes by Chopper bought 3 coffees. He says, I'll pretend it's vodka. Reply to this comment. Tweet this, sorry. I'm just reading the whole message. But thank you so much, Cakes by Chopper. I will pretend it's vodka because you said I have to pretend it's vodka. So thank you for that. And thank you for the coffees. Much appreciated. So, okay.
There you go.
What about what was the NWO shirt? Was that one of the shirts?
That's one of the shirts Jerry's were like in that most recent live stream where he's sitting in front of that mac and cheese chat. But NWO, like it's just a piece of merch. It's I don't think there's a copyright strike for wearing an NWO shirt. It's like I'm wearing Creator Mix. Is he going to come and copyright me because I'm promoting his brand? Probably
I think
not.
I don't think you get a copyright for the shirt you're wearing.
No. No, like, I could be walking. Yeah.
I think copyright, you need to, it's more about the actual content. So is he like roasting it or something like that, or in some way negatively, what are you doing?
Oh, I can't really read it. It says road.
It says road, yeah.
Am I going to get copyright because I used the microphone that says road on it? No.
Yeah. No, it's more copyright's normally about reusing video content or reusing other people's music, things like that. It's not normally about what's on a shirt.
Image.
Because like the number of people that wear like branded shirts or something like that during a live stream or a video, they're not going to get a copyright strike for that.
How many live streams have I had like a Batman or a Avengers shirt on or something like that in a live stream? Yeah, there's no problems. There's no problems with that. It's just a shirt I happen to be wearing. I could be wearing like with a Coca-Cola or a Pepsi logo on my shirt, that.
Yeah.
they're out there to be worn, and they're out there, and it's free advertising for the brand. And so
Chopper's
then
saying it
there's
could
no,
be, it can be if it's bootleg merch though. So are you saying, Chopper, that if you wore a bootleg shirt during a
That'd
live
be-
stream, you didn't put, or a video, and you didn't make any reference to it, it just happened to be the shirt you're wearing, would that be, I don't think you would get a copyright strike for that.
I think it's a trademark issue, and if you were selling something like that, that would be an issue.
I think it's a
Obviously-
totally different issue if it's in your store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you selling like a boot? If you're selling, like, certainly if you're selling a bootleg piece of art, somebody else's artwork, 100%, that's an issue.
Yeah.
If there's money changing hands, definitely an issue.
Chopper says the company can strike you for it.
Gee,
Really? I didn't know that. I didn't think the shirt that you wore mattered.
yeah.
Well, I'm really
Like-
glad I quite often wear plain shirts.
Yeah. Like I rep, like most of the time I'm repping like, YouTubers merch.
StreamYard or
But
Illuminati.
and all those guys consider that as promotional,
Yeah.
They give
Yeah.
it away. They give it, like StreamYard give it away every Sunday on their town hall.
Yeah.
They give it away like a shirt or a
Yeah,
hoodie
or
or
a duck.
mug. We've got all the StreamYard stuff. Like
Oh,
they
yeah,
literally
like, hello.
they literally
Mm,
send
mate.
some of this stuff out for free to some of the streamers, as thank yous. Like I was at Vid Summit in October.
It's a great
And they
question.
just said,
It really
"Here,
is."
what merch don't you have?" And they polled me up with like hats and
Oh, look, there's my hat over there.
puddles, and all
And
that stuff.
puddles.
So it can come down to the brand. But I think there could be issues around if it was bootlegged. But if you bought
Yeah.
down and bought a licensed merch, so maybe it's for like what if you're an NFL channel and you bought an official like NFL jersey and you happen to wear it on your video podcast.
Yeah, I think
Say it's the Dallas Cowboys, and
I think
I'm a-
legit merch they wouldn't have a problem with. You've paid for
Yeah.
the legit merch.
Yeah.
I think it's just if it's a bootleg or if it's like a you've cricketed yourself or something like that.
Yeah,
Chopper's like Taylor Swift will come for you.
Taylor,
Yeah.
come at me, Taylor.
Pam Duthie wants a puddles. Did you guys know, just as an aside, you can buy all the StreamYard stuff. Like hang on a second, I've got the link. I'll grab the link. If you don't get the giveaway, you can totally buy the merch for yourself. Hang on, there it is. So if you don't win a giveaway over in StreamYard, you can hit their store and you can buy yourself a puddles. And you can buy, I bought my coffee cup because I wanted one. But then I've received just about everything else in the store over the last couple of years. So I got a huge care package like last year with a sweater and a t-shirt and a hat. And
Absolutely.
but I
Okay,
bought the
this-
cup. And the prices are really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you buy your own? Okay. I'm at the bottom of the chat. I was just scrolling
You
through
are.
chat, pulled up a couple of highlights and comments there along the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do we want to do another one?
I reckon. Are you up for
Yeah.
another one? I'm up for another one.
Up for another one.
Hashtag roast.
And after we do this one, remind me to talk about some of the upcoming streams later today.
Oh, yeah, because there's more happening.
Before we
It's not
forget.
just us. It's not just
There's-
us this morning.
Okay, so what we need is a giveaway tool, don't we?
We didn't need the giveaway tool. Hashtag roast in the chat if you want a chance. So get in quick.
There's like 20 in there now, and I think that includes the ones that we've previously might have drawn.
And those of you here, no, we don't really roast. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. Unless it's Chopper. We're ripping that apart.
It's
Little
Nikki, a little crafty nook.
Oh, here we go. If you
That's-
can't find Little Crafty Nook's channel, I have concerns for you. Little Crafty Nook, if you're still here in the chat, I'm not sure if you are. Did she leave? I don't know. She's still here. She's still here, I think. Do you have a burning question? Do you have something you want us to focus on? There we go. Thank you. I just about called you Justin then. Whoops. Doug. Thank you, Doug. if you've got a burning question, if you've got something you want us to dig deep on and have a look at, then please let us know in the chat. Yeah, she's in my chat. She's just written, I got puddles at my first vid summit. So yeah, she's here. She's here.
All right.
Alrighty. In the
channel is
meantime,
up.
the channel is up. Where would you like to start, Doug?
I'm going to start with the About page.
Okay.
I'm going to take yours.
You're going to jump in.
Okay, so I'm going to start from the bottom. I'm going to work my way up to the About section. Okay, we've got a Buy Me a Coffee link and a link to your Uscreen page. Nice. You got Uscreen. Love it. So Uscreen is basically like a
membership
where you
site.
can put content behind like a paywall. You can do like membership programs, or you could just do content on demand and different things like that. So that's what Uscreen is.
Yeah.
So that's great. I started my paper crafting journey when I was encouraged through a dear friend who has now gone on. I casually mentioned to her that I was looking at a paper crafting magazine in store. So this is like an origin story.
Yeah.
It came to me with a free die. I had no earthly idea what to do with it. She got me all excited. This is definitely a story.
It's a story.
I'm hoping this is in the form of a video somewhere where you can like tell your origin story.
A Little Crafty Nook also does have a burning question. I'm just going to jump in.
Yeah.
Her burning question is about her thumbnails. She has loads of impressions, but hardly any click through.
All right.
Or hardly any views, I should say. Hardly any views.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
That's right.
What is your feeling about that about paragraph?
And then it's an interesting place to drop like that sort of origin story thing. It doesn't lean into the typical what the channel's about, what you're going to get when you come here. It's more of the origin story.
Yeah.
And there's something to be said for that, but at the same time, it might just that one solid paragraph there. I don't know. That's gonna if everybody's gonna sit there and read it, that would be my concern. Is like it's there, and it says some lovely things. It communicates the origin story, but I don't know how many people are actually going to read it.
That's right.
So I'm thinking maybe something just a little bit shorter that lets people know they're in the right place.
Think about that first sort of 100 characters, that first sentence that people see. I started my paper crafting journey when I was encouraged through a dear friend who has. I would probably write something about what the channel is about, like, create awesome cards using, dollar store items or whatever it is that you do on the channel. Then go in and then you can, like, once you've hooked them and they're like, oh yeah, this is the channel I want to be on. And then they're like, I want to know more about this person. And then I would actually be, that paragraph is a huge block of text. I would break that up, like a sentence or two, space, a sentence or two and space, just to really jump in and just to break it up so it's easier to read. But this very first sentence that appears here should be describing what the channel's about, not so much about you personally. And that would be my one thing. It's not to say that origin story shouldn't be there, but I agree with Doug. I really hope. Oh, there is. I have a welcome to my channel video where she talks about that. So that's great. I like that. I like that there is a video.
Which is probably, if I go back to the homepage, that's probably, I'm hoping that's this one here.
My goal is to creatively, is to inspire creativity and spread love. One piece of mail at a time. Will you join me?
Yeah.
I like
it's just under 3-minute video, so it's perfect for a channel trailer.
That's a great channel trailer.
And it's pretty new too, 4 weeks ago, so that's great.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to be looking at thumbnails, aren't we?
Yeah. Oh, I like this question from Living in Omaha.
Yeah, that's why I highlighted it.
Good job. Is CTR more about the thumbnail, or is it a combination of the thumbnail and the title? Can you improve CTR with better titles? Short answer, yes.
Yes. I'm glad we both went with yes.
Yes. Your CTR is a combination of the entire package. It's about what shows here, like as you can see when Doug hovers over a video, it's what shows at that first few seconds of a video. It's the thumbnail, it's the title, it's anything that they can see. It's a whole package. So lots has to go into it.
Okay, so these are the thumbnails we're looking at.
Okay. All right. Clean and simple sympathy cards. Heartfelt condolences, hardest but kindest. It's Little Crafty Nook says no. What are you saying no to?
Oh, that might not be the particular video. The one that I highlighted.
Okay.
There's a different video on the channel.
It's a different video.
That's okay. We'll have a look at that.
Yeah.
We'll have a look at that. That's fine. I'll have a look at that another time because we'll have to go looking for it. But let's focus on these thumbnails.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
just gonna bring them up a little
So
bit.
I will say I'm not the biggest fan of the chop. The photos of the card with the chop out of the heartfelt condolences, hardest but kindest. I understand that you wanted to make that clear, so you've made that like that, but it's detracting from the cards. So I think that having a clearer vision of the cards, of what they look like, maybe have a couple of different ones, maybe have one open with what's on the inside. I think that would be better because the focus is about making clean and simple heartfelt cards. You need a clean and simple thumbnail to go with it. What are your thoughts, Doug?
Yeah, no, I agree. The split, like the let me get my pencil out here.
Oh, here we go. Here comes the pencil. Yeah, Midnight Madness, they're a little cluttered. They can look a little busy when it's like that. It can take away.
Like this one here, the half and half, I think if you can sometimes pull it off if you've got the
like it's just that
the
there's
splits
a clear
in the right
delineation.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bit like the verses, like this versus this, when it's split in half, even though that's not what this is. This is just like I'm putting text on one side, I'm putting the imagery on the other. I'm wondering whether, say, let's use this one as an example. If we take the purple background and pull it across behind the card so the whole thumbnail
get
is
rid
that
of the
color.
Green. Yeah.
Let's
would stand out so much better.
Background remove the cards, so we're not seeing the
cutting mat.
The cutting mat, which is fine for in the video, the cutting mat, because that's like part of the process. And I understand the cutting mat. Like I've got a cutting mat on my desk here under my.
I've got a cutting mat over there. I use it all the time.
So I understand the cutting mat, but I think in the thumbnails, I think it's slightly detracting. So I would try and bring in a background that is generated like in Canva or whatever software you're using to put them in. Put the card on top of that, and then maybe you'll be able to position that. If there's text as well, you can put that all together. It's not feeling like it's a boxy, like I'm just grabbing my photo and sticking it on, and it looks very square and boxy. When you use the background remover, it's all about the card. The card is a hero. I think in every probably in most cases, depending on what the video is about, the card's the hero. Yeah. Yeah. Which I think, like the heartfelt condolence one, with the blues cutting the card off. Yeah. I think, and that's the card that's on top. That's like the top card. That should be the one that's the clearest and the easiest seen. Yeah. So if you had the blue come in behind it and then the card sit across it, and then we can rejig the text.
The font around it. Yeah.
It's experimentation to get what works in the space that you have for the thumbnail.
Yeah.
So it takes a little bit of work. So I think for the card ones, I think that might be something to consider. Now, some of the other things where there's no cards, for example, like I think one that works better is actually where you've got this photo where you're actually in it, because the whole thumbnail is the image.
Yeah.
In some respects.
Yeah.
Just in comparison to putting some of the other things together, I think that can sometimes work better. And I can see that one. That one's got 70. Not to say it's to do with the thumbnails totally, but it's got 71 views compared to
versus the
some
20,
of these other ones that have 20.
Yeah.
So I think that because that one has brought in like the human element as well, because it's got you and they go, oh, that's little crafty nook. There you go.
Yeah. That's right. It puts your face in there. And I know that you don't always put your face in your videos. So it's good that every now and again we do get to see your face. We get to see the human that is you.
Yep.
But yeah, and like when it comes to the titles, the titles are okay, really. I would maybe check to see if people are searching for that. I'm one of these people that I actually search and research my titles on the video that I want to make before I make the video, just in case I think people are looking for it, only to realize no one cares. I'm going to make my video on something else.
Yeah.
So I tend to do things in that order for me personally. I know that's not always the way to go. Like you've got a die that you need to use, which is the thing that cuts out all the bits and pieces. And so you've got that, and that's what you're making your video on. But look, I think that if you can remove that green mat from all of the video thumbnails, the cards will pop out and they will become the heroes. So I think we've had this discussion before. I'm feeling a little deja vu, but I definitely think you should give it a try. And you are using Canva, so you should. Is it only paid Canva that gives you background removal tool? I don't know, but I think you should.
There's a lot of different ways of doing it. Yeah, Canva has something. If you've got you got to be in the paid. Yeah, for Canva.
Yeah.
But,
I think you've got to be in the paid.
You know, I've got a cheap app on my phone that I used to do it on, which I still use because it was like one time it was like $4 or something, and then it works forever. You know, turning backgrounds out, and so all I do is put in particular as a person and just done.
Yeah.
And then you can just like tweak it and export it. But yeah, and some of those will pick up. They'll pick up the card. They'll know the cards what needs to be cut out. So sometimes this will be like a real simple background remove when it comes to something like the cards. I think most of the
you could just trial it on a couple, you know, and just re-optimize a couple of them and just see how it works. You don't have to go and do all of them at once. You can do one and see how it goes. You can do two and see how it goes. You don't have to go and do the whole lot. But I think the titles are clear. I think the thumbnails need to be clearer. That's all.
Yeah.
So that is my feel on her thumbnails. Now, I do need to do something. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yes, it's coffee time. Coffee.
Gee.
Coffee. Cappuccino. Java. Yes.
I'm like getting some serious use out of this if live streaming consultants still here. Little Crafty Nook bought 3 coffees. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. Winner. But we need to look at that was the burning question. We made sure we covered that one. Do we want to have a little look at anything else while we're here?
Let's click through a couple of things real quick.
Yep.
Okay, we've got community tab. Similar what we've mentioned to other people, just varying them. It's all like updates, text updates.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing
You're
any
in a
image
creative industry.
polls.
You need to get some look at that beautiful photo.
That.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah,
so you need to utilize more photos in some of your updates as well. People joke about how if you're in craft groups and things like that in Facebook, and people will post a photo of something they've made and then ask a totally random question. And they're like, photo was just to grab attention. The reason people do that is because photos grab attention. So making sure that you actually utilize some of that as well. Little Crafty Nook says that she has a solid grey background as well. I think actually removing the background and putting it on something like if you want to make your thumbnails. I'm sorry, I'm just going to quickly answer the question here. If you want to make your thumbnails with like that half purple thing, you want to make the whole thing purple and then put just the card, so remove the background on it. And actually, so you don't have the half and half really happening anymore. It brings the color and pops out the color, and then the card is on the color. So I don't know, like, unless the gray is easier to use for a background removal tool, I probably wouldn't worry about changing over to the gray matte. But yeah, adding more photos into your, adding some polls as well. Don't forget how fun polls are. I don't know about everybody else. I love polls. I want to click all the polls. So
one other recommendation, I'm on the homepage now. I just went past and noticed you had plenty of playlists. I'm like, okay, let's go look at the homepage real quick. At the top, apart from the fact that we're stuck with that for you at the top just for the time being, but they're going to allow us to move that. The two top ones under that are the default ones, but then your curated ones are underneath. But the Halloween one's probably a little bit out of date now. Maybe you can freshen that up with something a little bit more up to date. Maybe
like we've got
like the Easter one.
We've got Mother's Day coming.
Yeah, we've got Halloween and Christmas there. They haven't been updated since probably the end of last year. I'm imagining. So yeah, make sure to keep that homepage updated on a regular basis, particularly when there's seasonal things like this, and move them up. Like, I'd get them above this creator playlist. I wouldn't even probably have the creator playlist.
I'd remove them. Yeah.
I would add a couple of because you've got plenty of playlists. I would add actual playlists that you've put together that have this description, that are ordered, that are intentional. Get more of those on the homepage. Get rid of the creator playlist and maybe come up. This is obviously the recent videos. It just populates automatically by the looks of things. But yeah, certainly get rid of creator playlists. Move the curated playlists up and add a few more so that you're maximizing what people can discover right on the first page. Yeah.
I want to jump in here. The Creator Classroom who is our sort of in-house Canva expert, has written, if you do use the free Canva version, you can always use remove.bg and then upload that image into Canva. You can enhance the image with one of the image apps, but it really does just save time to have Pro.
Yeah. So, before I had Pro, I was doing it on my app and then bringing it into Canva already with the background removed. So Canva just saves time. You can just say, oh, yeah, I want to remove the background on that. I pull it in, hit remove background, done.
Yeah.
Like,
and
this is what I did.
I'm an Adobe Express girl, and there's a button. You just click the button. And Canva has the same thing.
Yeah, the thumbnail for this stream, when I grabbed your picture, it was on one of your thumbnails. Yeah. And all I did was background remove it, and there it is. Yeah. You know, simple.
Fantastic. I should probably have sent you the original photo. Sorry.
It's all good.
Yeah. But yeah, so there's so many different tools out there. And while we've got the ones that we use, it doesn't mean that you have to use it. Even StreamYard has a background removal tool. So in their AI, you can remove background. Like, you can take I'm not sure if it's just a face, but in the new StreamYard thumbnail tool, you can actually remove someone from a background and highlight the outside of them. So there's some little things that you can do. And I think that's on all the StreamYard plans. I don't think it's just for the paid plans. I actually think it's on all the plans. So, Marius has got a question for us.
Yeah. It says, do you use vidIQ and pay for it monthly? I don't.
No, I don't. Like, I don't use vidIQ.
I don't even have
the free.
I briefly had the free browser extension.
Yeah.
And I've never paid for one of their plans.
No, neither have I.
I do have TubeBuddy. I do have Legend on TubeBuddy, which I was, the big feature with TubeBuddy at Legend plan is of course A/B testing.
A/B testing.
I have that. For TubeBuddy, I also use Morning Fame, which is paid, which is more on the keyword research type end of things. So I use
keywords everywhere for my keyword research.
Use keywords everywhere, and just do general searches in YouTube. You can use all that. There's so many tools to use. But for vidIQ, vidIQ is a great tool. It's just that you don't, It's not practical to have everything. Like I've got Tube Spanner
No.
as well, which is a
Yeah,
whole
I've got
totally
Tube Spanner
different
too,
thing
actually.
again.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
more practical tools for creators. It's not like on the keyword
Yeah.
research side. It's
And it's
more
really
on the
easy to have like
everything
that
else.
spending creep on all the subscriptions. So
Yeah.
you got to work out what you actually
Yeah.
use.
Yeah.
What's
Like if I was a
working
new
for you.
creator starting today, vidIQ could be an option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Because they also teach you what's important and what's not important. Lucia's got a question here. Why apps like Splice, InShot, and others have copyrighted music? How would I be able to get the music from the creator music and put it in my phone when editing from phone? You can go to the Creator Mix website and download each of the tracks individually. And you could download them to your phone and use them that way. It's really important that when you're using your editing apps, not to use the music that's included. That music is included for personal use. You will get copyright strikes if you use a lot of those tracks in YouTube.
Yeah.
You only have the right to use it for personal use, not for public distribution, which is YouTube is.
D Niman has a video on his channel all about the music that comes with editing apps, and to be careful because some of them will get you caught out. So you're better off not using them at all. You're better off finding something reputable like Creator Mix and doing that download. Like I was doing a tutorial where I needed music the other day, and I just pulled out my phone and went to Creator Mix, and I could download it on my phone. So it's quite easy to do.
I've gone to the Creator Mix website and I've downloaded every track.
Yeah.
Onto my computer.
Well,
So
there you go.
I made playlists so that when I'm live streaming, I can just play the music, and you can totally do it. And create, like, while we like Creator Mix, you have other options as well.
Yeah.
But you just need to make sure it's copyright free music, and that some of them, other than Creator Mix, you absolutely have to you have to put in like a little blurb, like I'm using the music from such and such. What's the word for that? There's a word. There's a thing that it's called when you have to put in the disclaimer. There's a disclaimer that has to go in. But yeah. We've got another question.
I don't know if that's a question or a statement, but I put it up there.
Yeah. I was so concerned when okay. It's gone now.
Sorry.
You took it away.
No, I
I was
wasn't
so
sure if it was a
concerned
question.
when
It
I
was,
first started making videos. I put in the description the make of everything I was showing, so you can get copyright showing Coke or another name brand. No, we were talking more about if you're wearing like a bootleg merch shirt, you might get a copyright ding for that. But if you've got just like, you know, if you're like, I've got my Me headphones, I'm not going to get a copyright for having my Me headphones. That's the legitimate Me headphones. We were just concerned if you were wearing a bootleg. Yeah, there we go. Thins Originals.
I'm eating Thins on stream.
Attribution, colourful tales. That is the word I was looking for before.
Attribution.
Thank you. Michael Sahovsky is asking, how do you use copyright material legally?
Get permission.
Yes, pay for it or get written permission.
If it's a site where you
use
can,
it.
if it's a site where you can buy a license to use it for either a one use or for if it's like a subscription thing, where you get access to everything in their catalog for a monthly subscription. There's
Like
two different types.
Like an Envato or a Storyblocks or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, or else you can get like on a per track basis or a per use basis, like Licked for music.
Yep.
Where
Absolutely.
I could go get like who's a popular singer, like I'm not sure who's on there that's
I don't know who's on
popular, but you know,
But
there's
say
they
Taylor
have more
Swift was on
popular-
there. Like, I don't know if she is, but
Yeah,
say
I'm
Taylor
not
Swift
sure-
was on there. If you paid for the rights through Licked, you won't get a copyright strike.
Yeah, but you get the one use. No, you're buying a license to use it the one
video
time.
only. You can't. You don't get to download it and use it in every video. It's once only.
Yeah.
Marius has said, if it's copyright content and the owner allows it, so it's copyright free, can I still have the video on my channel? So it's copyright claim, but the owner music allows it.
Okay, so if you're using a track, like often you'll get tracks from different places, and it belongs to somebody, and they do a copyright claim. What that means is that they're allowing you to keep it up and use it,
But they're
they're going to
taking
take
the
that.
revenue.
They're taking 100% of the ad revenue if it's a long form content. If it's a short there's a split going on because shorts is different. But for a video, so if you were in the YouTube partner program, instead of you getting the ad revenue for that particular video, that would go to them. Now, say you use 2 different tracks and they both claimed you, they would get all that. They would split that between them, and you wouldn't get anything, but they would get it. So the claim is that they're claiming the revenue from that music, that use of their track, even if you've used like a portion of their track. They get the revenue for the whole video.
Yep.
And if you use multiple tracks and there's multiple claims, they're going to split it 3, 4, 5 ways.
They'll split it amongst themselves. You'll get nothing.
Yeah. So that's why getting permission or having a license where they're allowing you to use a particular track means you keep the ad revenue. You've paid them their license fee, whatever it might be, based on the size of your channel, or because it's through a subscription service. You've got an active subscription with them. That allows you to use it without any penalty, and so you can use it and you can have a claim. Now, if you're not monetized yet, that sort of works in your favor. It's like, well, I'm not making any money anyway. YouTube are going to put ads on it regardless, because they're going to pay them any ad revenue that's generated. I don't know what happens if your video isn't appropriate for ads, because that could be a dilemma. But
it could be a different thing. Yeah.
Maybe YouTube pays them some money, behind the scenes.
Chopper has made an excellent point here, and he's gone, the person who makes the music could allow you to use it very easily.
Yeah.
But if the company that is a distribution company, or their label or their brand, they can override that, and they do quite often. So, and the other thing to remember is if somebody has allowed you now because they're like an up and coming musician, and they're like, oh, I want my music everywhere.
This is a big one.
And they're like, yes, please, like, use my music. I give you permission. Then down the track, they're signed by a label. That label can come back and copyright strike everything.
Yeah. So like we have control over all your past music. Even if you're like a indie artist, and you've made a couple of albums, you've got it on DistroKid or one of those services that basically helps you distribute your music online, and they get a little bit of a cut of the sales, and you get paid, and everybody gets paid, depending on clicks on Spotify and if there's any digital downloads, different things that people use, streaming through Apple Music, streaming through any of the services. If they automatically put your content in the content ID system on YouTube, so they'll automatically claim any use. And what sometimes happens is, even if that person uses their own music on their own channel, because they have like an artist channel or something, but it's not really, they haven't like synced it up with their music distribution person, or the company, I should say. If they haven't synced that up, and they're not aware that that's your channel, then they're gonna start claiming your own songs. So if somebody else uses it, if you give permission to somebody else to use it, they're going to start claiming those songs on your behalf, so that you can get some money recouped automatically. So you have to keep that in mind as an upcoming artist, that you're going to be mindful of this. It's a bit of a minefield.
It is.
And it can be problematic if you want to be, you want to allow people to use your music free of charge, because that's just who you are, and that's what you want to do. It becomes problematic if you're using these services to then sell the tracks as well, or have them in on a streaming service, or whatever your deal is with them. It's complicated. Music is complicated.
And the copyright content ID system is also broken. Like it makes it hard for like Creator Mix, who does make this content available for creators.
Yeah.
The ID system doesn't make it even easy for them to add extra tracks. Like it is a minefield is absolutely the way to describe it, for sure. So yeah, Doug, is it time for you to tell us what's coming up?
Yeah.
Oh no, how is TubeBuddy helping you? So
I would say
the
two tools that I use most are TubeBuddy, because I tend to do my keyword research stuff in Morning Fame. Like I would use TubeBuddy if that's what I had, if that's all I had. So it's not any dig at that particular tool. But I use the find and replace tool if I need to change something in the description of my YouTube video. Sometimes an affiliate link stops working. You need to update
find
50
and replace
videos,
is
100
awesome.
videos. Your entire video library, that link is on there, and something's
Yeah.
changed. You need to change it. You find a replace, we'll go through and just bang through
Instantly
and change
do
every
it
single
on
instance.
every video.
And
Like
it's
I've
pretty
got
quick.
400 videos on my other channel, and I would not want to have to go in and replace
Yeah.
things.
I love that. And the
So,
other one is,
yep.
of course, the A/B testing that we talked about before, testing thumbnails. I've used that. I haven't used it as much as I'd like. I
I'm
should use it
mean
more.
to use it more than I do.
I should, but it doesn't do what I want it to do, which is what YouTube's one's going to do, which is where it automatically. Well, it sort of does, but it does it in a different way in regards to switching out, but only allows you to do 2, whereas YouTube's will allow 3 different iterations of your thumbnail.
Yeah.
And the plus side of the TubeBuddy one as well is it'll also test titles,
Yeah.
not just thumbnails and titles, because they're the package sometimes. Could be the combination that's doing the thing. So they're the 2 particular tools that I stand out for me. But there's a whole bunch of others that, I could rattle off, but I don't use that often.
I've been using Tube Spanner a lot lately and really digging in there. And they've all got different things. So no one is the catch-all of everything. They've all got variations of tools and variations of different things. I love Tube Spanner because I instantly set up the link in bio pages and just got rid of my Linktree accounts. So it saved me money instantly. And so, things like that. So you've got to look at what it is you want to do and then find the tool that does it the best for you. And I don't think any one is better than the others. They're just different. Yeah. Doug, I think you muted.
Ah, yes. I had my finger hovering over the mute button so I could unmute, and I just started talking instead.
Good job. Well done.
Let's change tack and talk about
Okay.
maybe some stuff that's coming up.
Would.
We can talk over top of this as it plays. So here we go.
All right.
Okay, first of all, we've got Andrew Ken is doing a YouTube review stream as well. Now he's going to be particularly looking at SEO, which is interesting.
Yeah.
It's a different perspective. So he's been looking at
Absolutely.
your channels from a different point of view. Now he's coming up at 12:45 Eastern. So when's that? Is that in an hour?
It's like in an hour. Yep.
Okay, so that's coming up in an hour. I'm trying to do the math in my head. I'm like, is it now or is it in an hour?
No, it's in an hour.
So if you stick around in the channel, if you stick around in the chat when we finish, you'll automatically roll over to Andrew's stream, to this next stream up. So even
On
if we
Doug's
finish
channel, you'll automatically roll over.
Yeah.
On my channel, you have to click a link.
if you're in Chantelle's channel, she's just going to drop a link for
You
you.
just have to be Povo and click the link.
Click the link like a peasant. But that's coming up. So there's going to be more YouTube input today coming at you with Andrew. I think Andrew's going to do a really good job. This is something.
He does
this
fantastic
is like looking
channel
at.
reviews.
Yeah, this is going to be something that you probably haven't heard before. So I think this is going to be really good. And then coming up a little bit after Andrew, or maybe we'll tail off before Andrew finishes. Who knows? Is Daryl Eves is doing a stream at 2 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
And he's talking about 10 huge mistakes that YouTubers keep making in 2024. So that's an interesting stream as well. So there's probably going to be more Q&A in this one, but he's going to be talking about these 10 mistakes. So he's going to have to, he's got 10 to get through.
Yeah.
So there's going to be some knowledge getting dropped here, I think. What do you reckon?
I think that if you're around, if you're awake, it's 2 p.m. Eastern's quite late for me, but if you're awake, it's definitely worth watching.
Yeah. So put that in your diary for later today.
Yeah.
Now there's one more stream. It's not today, but it's coming up Sunday night. If you're in the US.
Who would that be? Whose stream would that be?
It's this channel I just found, Chantelle. Let me pull it up.
Oh, I'll have to check it out. Oh, wow.
It's
That's
Chantelle Hills. Have you heard of her?
Look, the name rings a bell.
Yeah.
The name rings a bell. Yeah.
Taking a break does not kill your channel. So that's your topic of discussion for your weekly live stream.
It is my topic of discussion.
Tell us a little bit more about what we can expect.
Well, it will be me talking about how you can actually be a human take breaks, take a holiday, have time off sick, skip a week, and it won't kill your channel. We'll have a discussion about what it does do and how to deal with it and alternatives of like completely abandoning your channel. I'm looking at you, Chopper. And then, but explaining, but just going into the details of what you can do to mitigate it and go forward and just sort of pick up and just keep going. Because I've just had a break because I was sick. So I'm proving by existing that my channel's not dead. Chopper's still here. Whoops. Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just looking through. See if there's any questions, anything in the chat here. I
Yeah.
don't think I'm that far behind. How far behind
Chopper's
am
breaks 2 years and counting. Is that a break or is
2
that
years?
abandoning? I don't know. Well, not abandoning. Moving on with a new phase of your life.
I? There we go.
So, yeah.
Well,
Let's
this
have a
could be
look here.
scary. Creative Classroom
Uh-oh.
has a new video coming out Monday that will have Doug's mug on it. By mug, his face and picture.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking it was maybe one of these mugs.
I was thinking it was a value first mug.
Value first
Hang on
mug.
a second.
In the merch store, actually, it's probably under the stream. Actually, if you're on my channel, you can actually pick one of these up.
I also.
So there you go. I was looking at it this way. I got the Creator Mix one over here.
I'm like, what is in here? Oh, my daughter's left me a Harry Styles Love on Tour
Harry's-
pop socket.
There you
Didn't
go.
realize I had that.
So it's not one of those mugs. It's this mug.
It's that mug.
Yeah.
No, other way. There we go. Pointing in the right direction. It's
This one.
good.
All right.
Okay.
Let's
Where
see.
are we?
Was there anything else? Oh, I like to see Chopper's eyes there.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oops. Feeling called out, Chopper? You mean not dying? Absolutely not dying.
Okay. I've caught up. Okay, so apologies if we've missed something in the chat along the way, because when we're reviewing channels, it just sort of scoots by, and I tried to scan, but sometimes I miss things. So if you have anything right now that you want to ask that we may have missed or something new, make sure you drop it in chat, put a Q in front of it, because I don't want to miss it if there was something that was pressing or
Yeah.
something that you wanted to
Because
ask.
it did move around a little. It did. And
So-
we were focusing on channels. So. Oh.
I don't have the graphic for this, but I thought I'd play it.
It's the last call.
Because it felt a little bit like that when I said that, so I'm like, okay, it's the last call. So,
There we
so yeah,
go. I mean,
drop in any of the two chats. I don't have the graphic because I'm in a different brand profile.
Yeah. Isn't that frustrating? Anyway,
But I'll just drop that there.
good job. Well done.
There we go. Yeah, we're going with a bit of a more of a green sort of aqua slash green theme for this particular type of stream, whereas normally my
Yeah.
stuff is. And there goes my focus. I don't know what it was focusing on. Actually, when that
It's
comes up,
focusing on me.
it focuses
It's
on
all about
Chantelle's
me.
face instead of
it's
me.
like my face is here and there.
I
and
noticed
there.
that before the stream. It did it once, and I'm like sitting here and testing it, but it stayed focused on me. But it's probably because I'm moving
it's still
around.
Blurry. It's still blurry.
Focus on
Got
me.
to do the beauty makeup hand up and let it track you back. No, it just hates your guts now. Look at that. Oh well. Cakes by Chopper says, I'm curious if community posts need to be relevant. My most recent isn't doing good. I
I can't
think
get the focus to kick in.
it just
just
hates
gonna be-
you is what it is.
I'm just going to be
It's just
fuzzy for
like-
the rest of the stream.
Yeah, warm and fuzzy, Doug. I think they do need to be relevant to your channel, because it's your audience predominantly that's going to see it. But it's a tough call. It's a tough
But-
call.
That being said, it is definitely the place for
Yes.
update stuff. If you know, like sometimes you see people will make like a whole video, and sometimes when things are pressing or things are important, then maybe that's relevant. But
Yeah.
if you want to communicate something but you don't have time, or it doesn't necessitate a video, then I think the community tab's the perfect place for it.
Yeah,
I think
agree.
that's the best place on your channel for it. If you're doing it on YouTube, obviously when you're on other platforms, you can, be a bit more broad. But with YouTube, I'd keep it on track unless it's something pressing that you need to communicate. Like I often use my community tab to let people when I'm actually not doing my regular stream and say, hey, I'm not streaming today.
Yeah.
Back next week or whatever. I'll do that sort of thing.
Yeah. Brian G. Johnson has joined us.
I just looked across and saw Brian's name. 100% if your goal is engagement over time, as your channel grows, people begin to value you as much as your niche, they will respond. Yeah.
Cakes by Chopper has a cake decorating channel that is been on hiatus for a little while due to some health issues. And he has like a really solid, amazing community. So I'm not surprised they want to see what's going on, but they probably haven't heard from you in a little while and might just not be getting it. So
that's actually not what I was going for.
I would keep using the Cakes by you just like, Doug's like, going to bed now, turning off all the lights, goodbye.
I'm like, I'm trying to get my focus back. Literally. Hello? It's like my camera stopped auto-focusing just for no reason.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, so I just think keep posting. It's like you haven't posted in a really long time. I would keep posting so that they start showing up to people. I'll be honest, I'm subscribed to your channel and I didn't know that you had put out a community post. So I will go and find that now and I will make sure that I interact with it. There was a great question from, I don't know how to say the name, CSIGALAK. Says, do you think that YouTube is worth it without affiliate marketing like in development countries? What do you think, Doug?
Do you think that YouTube is worth it without affiliate marketing? Is that because it might be a country where either the YouTube partner program is not available or the CPM is really, or the CPM or RPM is really low?
I think it depends on what your goal is. Like, what is your goal for your channel? Like, not everybody's goal is income. Some people's goal is impact.
Yeah, I think goal is important.
Yeah, I think understanding what your priority is, because not everybody's goal is to make money off their channels. It's entertainment. It's a hobby. It's something that you love. So it's definitely you definitely need to work out what the goal is.
Yeah, I think so. I think if you still can get in, if there is still the ability, like it's available in your country, the YouTube partner program, but even though the CPMs are low, I think there's something you can still build your channel to a place where maybe that income is being able to make some sort of difference.
Yeah.
So if it's about income, I think it could open doors. I think certainly in those places you can still get brand deals. You can still get sell a course, so you can still like if you can have access to the internet, you can do these things. I think some of the off-platform monetization are real options. So you should build your channel as a contact point. And I'm still distracted by the fact that I'm out of focus.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's very doable. I think it's worth it if you could purely focus on growing the channel, putting out valuable content that meets the needs of your viewers. Focus on that, and then as it grows, start branching out into some of these areas. Like it just depends on
Chopper's
what
written here. Build an audience and sell some merch.
Yeah,
like
you can sell something. You can get brand deals.
It doesn't have to be what it is. Pam Duthie wrote, I barely make anything from ads, but I make a living because of YouTube, not in YouTube. And I'm in the same boat. I make my living because of YouTube, not so much because of the income from the individual channels.
I'm going to try and fix my
Yeah, there we go. Thanks for making me big. I really appreciate that. So yeah, Brian G, I think that's what he's trying right now. Andrew Can is here. He's caught some of it, so that's great. Andrew Can got his first brand deal at 100 subs. So you don't have to have look at him
I'm
doing a
back.
little dance. He's
I'm back. It's the
you don't
wise
have
sage
to have
advice.
like
Thank you,
massive
Brian.
channels, and you definitely don't need to wait until you get to the YouTube monetization levels before you can be monetized. There are so many alternatives to getting monetized or making income without the YouTube Partner Program. So yes,
Absolutely.
good idea. I shall hydrate.
There you go, drop that. Yeah. One story in regards to like even brand deals. Like,
Yeah.
I know a story that Nick told us. He did 2 trips to Armenia 2 years in a row where he was teaching young content creators. He'd go and do some practical classes with them, teaching them about all things YouTube. He actually taught them how to get brand deals, and they were getting brand deals with big name companies in Armenia, of all places. In Armenia, which is,
A very small country.
It's a very small country, hard to get to, and they were getting brand deals. They're getting brand deals in Armenia. So if you can do it in Armenia, you can do it, I think, in other places as well, quite easily.
Absolutely. Yep.
And there's no excuse if you're in a first world country. If you're in the US or UK, Europe, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, if you're in places like that, you got no excuse. It's doable if you can present if you can present yourself in a professional way in your niche, you can do it.
Yeah. Legal Minded Friends with Karen has jumped over onto Doug's stream and found herself green. And that is because earlier in the stream, there was an amazing person gifted 5 channel memberships. And you scored one of those free memberships. It was Amazing Yacht Destinations. And you scored one of those gifted memberships. So Andrew's dropping some knowledge over here as well.
Oh, okay. I need to find it so I can highlight it.
Yeah.
Okay. What's it say? Which one am I looking for? There's a few here.
Promoting an affiliate is not a brand deal.
Yeah. That's right. That's affiliate marketing.
That's affiliate marketing. That's
a whole different thing.
And that's still income. It's just not a brand deal. Absolutely. Lots of great comments coming through. I remember. There we go. That's the one.
That's the one. I got a brand deal on my new channel when it was under 100 subs. Look at that. Yeah. If you can connect with the right company that fits your audience, fits your niche.
Yeah.
It's doable.
Yeah. I like there's so many companies try to spin it as a deal. It is a deal for them, not you. That's so true. That's so true.
Oh, we're talking about the hey, we'll send you a free product and we'll give you an affiliate link, and that's your payment for making a dedicated video or
and some of them don't even send you the free product. They just
you got to go buy it off
link.
Amazon. Here.
Yeah.
Here's the link to my mug at Amazon. You go buy it, have it sent to you, and then
make a video and we'll give you commission on all the sales.
Yeah. We'll use it on our website and on our affiliate on our Amazon page, and we won't pay you anything.
Yeah, thanks for the video. Bye now.
Thanks, but I didn't even get a free mug.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
They're the deals you don't want to do. They're the ones that are They're the ones that are taking advantage.
Yeah, they really are. They really are.
You have skills as a content creator that people want and need, and is worth some money.
Absolutely.
Because brands don't have content creation departments. Well, some big ones might, but most of them don't.
But most don't. They rely on creators.
Yeah. That's why UGC is getting really huge, which is user-generated content.
Yeah, I was about to say, you need to spell that out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chopper said he was sent a box full of stuff for a brand deal. The stuff was crap, so I sent them a sample review and I never heard heard from them again.
It's like, yeah, it's like, this is the
This
sort
is
of
what
thing
I'll
I'm going
be
to do.
saying if you want
I
this
make the
video,
video-
released.
If I
Yeah.
make the video, I'm going to be totally honest with you.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely. I'm just having a look through the chat. There's some great comments coming through.
Karen Cole says, I got the option to add memberships on her channel, so I need to
Yep.
make emojis. Do you have videos on that? I need to get my membership video
I don't
made.
have emojis on my Fiberific channel because I don't know how to make the emojis. So, Doug, can you make a video so I can learn how to make the emojis?
I think I'm going to have to break up my membership. I was going to do like this big, everything you need to know about setting up memberships, and that's going to include loyalty badges and emojis and setting it up on YouTube. And it was that long ago now that I don't remember any of it.
Yeah, yeah. Chopper's made emojis. There you go.
I might do like how to make emojis. Yeah, how to make emojis for your channel memberships. It's like I did mine in Canva. I made mine in Canva myself. Some people might. I know some people go on like Fiverr or have a graphic designer use little tiny little emojis. So, hey.
Yeah.
However you get it done, but yes.
And like Jerry says, I wouldn't worry about making the emojis. The emojis, like, I disagree. I think that the channel members are they are the core members of your community, right? They are the people paying to play. They have gone that extra step to be part of your core community. They should be able to have something fun to play with. So, I think the emojis are a good thing for community building. I mean, like, if those of you that have been on my channel, you know that I'm all about live streaming and community building. So anything that makes people feel cohesive and together and special is a good thing. Andrew says, I made mine in Adobe Express and people asked who I hired. I'm like, me. Yeah, I love that. I love that.
I made mine in Canva. It was quite easy. And I saw somebody.
Now I feel dumb.
Adam says, would Jennifer create a classroom?
Yeah.
Have a Canva video about emojis? I'm not sure. She might.
I don't know. Does she? She's here.
I'm working on those things this week so I can start mine. I think I'll make a stack of pancakes because I jokingly search for pancakes all the time. Okay, yeah. People are rolling out the channel memberships.
That's the great thing about the emojis is they can be fun, quirky things that are just relevant to the core community. That like on Nick's channel, we've got the silver play button because, he's lost D's silver play button. So we can all just drop the silver play button in the chat just to taunt.
Hey D, are you still lurking in the chat?
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me know if you're there because I'll tell a story. If D's still here, I'll tell a story about the silver play button.
Come on. I hope he's here.
So yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
Just say hello.
Yeah. Should we tell the story anyway? Because now everyone's like, I
actually, I don't know if I can tell the story. I could be breaking NDA or something.
Creative Classroom says she can't tag D, so D's not here.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah,
that's okay. I'll tell him when he's around. It was more for D's amusement than anything else.
Yeah, yeah.
One day it might be a story I can tell people.
Maybe.
Okay.
It's definitely stirring the pot.
I'm seeing questions that don't have cues, so I'm like quickly, well, that's a question. Is there a site or place where I can download sound effects, not tracks, for free? So just sound effects in particular.
YouTube Music Library's got some sound effects. Depends on what you're after.
Free. If you're using them on YouTube, free. That's perfectly free. I don't know what the variety is like, but that's worth checking out.
I found a few that were really like I was after particular things and they had them. So that made it really simple.
Yeah. I'm late for sound effects because I've got like an Envato.
Yeah.
Account.
And I tend to like use Envato for sound effects.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Because but that's pay up. Envato is great if you're willing to pay but the good thing about Envato, I find, is the fact that they have everything. They have stock videos, images, music, pictures. I say
Yeah.
pictures.
It's a selection of everything.
It's like a whole bunch of things, and it's like a monthly fee, and it's like,
Yeah.
it's like, I think it's pretty low.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember what it is. Sometimes you can get it on a deal too when they have specials.
Yeah, I can't.
But you
think
can
of
pay
what the
yearly
price is.
or every month.
I tend to
It's
pay
under
yearly because it's a
I
better
think
deal.
it's under $20 a month. It's under 20,
Yeah.
I'm sure. I'm not sure if that's US or Australian. That I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I got a link to Envato in the description. I think.
I happen to have your Envato link right there.
There you go.
There we go.
Just if you want to
That's
happen
Doug's
to check that
Envato
out.
link. I've
But
got
yeah,
an Envato link, but I don't know where it is.
off the top of my
I've got Doug's mod things on my stream deck. I don't have mine. So I got all the coffee. So click Doug's Envato link.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of any other places where you could get freebies. Some people in the chat might have some suggestions for free sound effects, as opposed to paying upfront for your stuff. You know.
Oh, Chopper's in New South Wales, and he's just gone from 2:59 to 2 a.m. Daylight savings is over.
That's time travel.
Yeah,
that's time travel without getting off your chair.
That's skills.
Yeah. Do you know if you can use characters on Facebook as emojis on YouTube? Oh, like the Facebook. If they're the Facebook branded characters, I'd probably say that Facebook would be copyright knows. But if it's characters in some other means, it depends on what they are.
Yeah.
But if it's Facebook's characters, like some of their like animated emojis or whatever, I would say that would be a big no.
Yeah. Yeah. Better basketball training at Oswoosh says Pixabay has free sound.
Oh, Pixabay. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Sometimes we forget. Yeah, I should. Like Pixabay, a lot of people think about images from Pixabay, and I know they have some video
I've
content
actually
as well.
never used Pixabay. I'll be honest. I've got no experience with it.
Pixabay. There's I know there's Pexels, I think, for stock video and images, but I'm not sure about sound effects. Yeah, because I use Final Cut. I do grab some of their stuff that's in their thing. I have never been hit for using Final Cut stuff.
You still have to be careful. You still have to be careful.
It's like it comes down
to
a
risk.
Reading the EULA or the end user license agreement for every single software that you use, and see what they say about using their sound effects or their music or their whatever it is.
Remembering that, I didn't realize, or I didn't understand, or I didn't read it, is not an excuse.
Yeah, I missed Steve's Sunday night streams as well.
Me too.
I remember when he was doing them. I think they were Sunday morning streams when he was in Thailand, but that was Sunday night for me.
Yeah.
And then his Sunday night streams in Mexico.
And he'd have some banging tunes playing, and it was great.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I miss your streams.
Yeah.
Call me.
Hopefully, like he started making content again. Yeah. He had a couple of years break as well, and
back on the horse.
Climbing back up. Apparently DaVinci Resolve has some free sound effects as well.
Yeah.
So I haven't used it. I can't vouch for it. No idea.
Yeah. There's a few.
Oh, there you go. There's a couple. Yes, and that's the other thing. You've got to be careful, because just because they're free when you're using them doesn't mean they'll be free forever.
Check It Media's asking we've done a few tonight, but it's tonight our time.
Yeah.
This morning. It's technically morning anyway.
It's this morning our time.
I don't think are we hitting any more? Where are we at? We've sort of.
Should we do one final one?
One final one. So this is your last chance. If you haven't already put #roast in the channel, that's the last. This will be the last one.
This will be the last one, because we didn't say last one on the last one.
Yeah.
So
this will be the last one. I'm looking for the banner. Where are the banners? Here we are. Just so you know.
There you go.
So this is
so we're going to roast.
So if you haven't done it already, put it in now to get included in this last roll of the dice, as they say. And while people have a chance to do that, I can see a few people dropping in. If you've dropped it in earlier, you're still in the draw.
You're still in the draw. That's right. So Chopper, we might get yours. We don't know.
It could be.
It could be.
So if you're here and you want to be in this last roll
This
of
very
the
last
dice,
one, because we've got to go over to Andrew's stream in about half an hour.
half an hour. So this will be the last one for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so let me bring it up before we roll it. Actually, before we do, I'm going to take the banner off, the ticker off again, just because once I hit it, the ticker doesn't matter. All right. Final roll of the dice. Here we go.
Oh, here we go. Bring it, bring it.
Who is it?
It's the Creator Classroom. Oh, that's gold.
I'm honestly not familiar with this channel.
Huh.
Okay, let me go. Okay, let me do that.
Oh,
You can
there you
ask
go.
the
All right,
question.
Creator Classroom. Do you
I'll see if-
have a
find
big
this
burning
channel.
question while Doug sees if he can find your channel that he's never heard of? If you've got one thing, if there's one thing you want us to absolutely have a look at for you that is not watching a video, please drop it in the chat so we can see what it is that you want us to do. Chopper, I made that graphic. Just to put that there. Chopper's who I normally go to beg for graphics, but I made this one. I'm so proud. Can you tell? I'm so proud.
Student has become the master.
I don't know about that.
All right. Are we waiting for the pressing?
Do we
Just gonna
have?
jump back.
We don't have a pressing question just yet, so you can get started. You could get started.
All I saw was first one I saw was no way.
No way. Michael
Yes.
Sahovsky, have an awesome one.
Michael Sahovsky, have a great week.
Yeah.
Okay,
All
I'm just
right.
gonna...
No pressing question. There we go.
Oh, you know what we haven't used? Haven't used this one, review and roast.
Yeah, I worked really hard to find those little roast
We're going to
chickens.
use it at least once. All right. All right. Now, I'm just going to totally skip the channel banner because if you're in the know,
Yeah.
less than a week ago,
Like, I mean, seriously,
Jennifer put out a video.
Whose face is all over the screen right now?
I'm in more of the thumbnails than Jennifer is. Look at that.
Yeah.
Just the ones that are on screen right now.
Yeah.
Because that's
Gosh.
I did a collab, and the video was released. The interview was released on was it Monday? It was Monday. I think it was Monday. And then I did a couple of videos that were on my channels, on my two different channels. So that's why they're all in that playlist there. So
Yeah.
just. And so we talked about, it was all about YouTube channel banners. So I'm not going to say anything about this YouTube channel banner because we've discussed it ad nauseum already. Jennifer's even made tweaks since we discussed it and had our interview back
Yeah.
a month or two back. So I'm not even going to address that. So let's move on to something other than channel banners.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Okay, where would you like to start?
All right. I would like to start with that about line. Let's start right there at the top.
All right.
So help your YouTube channel reach its full potential by using Canva. Is that first sentence fully visible, like before you click the button? Sorry.
Yes. Yes, it goes into the second
Excellent.
sentence.
Okay, good.
And it cuts off on it.
So I like that. That
Learn
instantly,
valuable insights even speaks to me afterwards. That's
Yep.
great.
Yeah,
It just
love
fits.
All right.
I'll open it back up. There you go.
Thank you. To unlock your potential. Curious about my journey. Yep. I love it. I love that you've got links to your Amazon store, a free trial of Canva Pro. So those of you that want to try Canva Pro, you need to go over there and grab that free trial. Her Twitter and her Facebook page. Is there
That's
any
pretty
other
cool.
links there?
Let me
That's a
scroll.
good selection of links. It looks like
There's
there might be a few
Facebook
more.
page, Facebook group, Instagram.
Instagram. Yeah. Okay. It's a good selection of yeah, go click my link, she says.
Click it.
Absolutely. So those of you that need to trial the free Canva Pro, jump over to Create a Classroom and go and click that link. You got to test it to see if the link works. If you know, you know. All right.
I thought
so
you were telling me to click it for a second.
No, sorry. No.
I've already got Canva Pro, so.
I
Were you done there? I closed it, sorry.
No, that's all right. Yep, done there. Okay, so let's have a scroll down this homepage.
Homepage. Like that YouTube banner playlist is front and center because that's like the latest topic.
It's brand new. Yeah.
That's like it's the theme for the channel at the moment because we just put out a series of collabs, more videos coming on the same topic.
Mm-hmm. So.
Or did I just give away a secret? Hopefully not. Okay, we've got playlists here. YouTube thumbnail tutorials. Love it.
Yep, and the full playlists with their description right there as well.
Yep.
So fully optimized playlist. I'm loving the thumbnails. Really super clear. Using you're using a font that you like, and across the board. So even when your face isn't on it, it's got the feel that it's one of yours.
Yep.
So that's always really good as well. Those of you that are wanting to learn how to do thumbnails, I would definitely be going and checking out the Canva Classroom, the Creator Classroom. Sorry, it used to be the Canva Classroom. Whoops, sorry. I'd definitely go and check it out because she goes deep diving into all the tools, so you get to learn how to use it, which I think is just great.
Yeah.
I like this homepage. I think it's got a really good, solid amount of like the different playlists. I think as long as you are prepared to move things around, like I don't think that banner playlist should stay there permanently. I think for now is perfectly fine because it's brand new.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is the thing. Your channel shouldn't be set and forget. You need to go in, tweak, refresh, change things because people come back to your channel and they look at it and like nothing's changed. Has anything even happened? So yeah.
All right.
Chopper has an excellent point to make here. When you use a YouTube banner, a YouTube logo, you are supposed to use their official logo. You're not supposed to use a version of it. So I would be cautious.
Because I use it a lot on my videos, but on my thumbnails because I'm often doing YouTube-related topics.
And you can easily find it. You can go and download it from YouTube.
I've got it from, I got it from the exact same place, from the files where it's the official
YouTube brand.
They have different formats, JPEGs, PNGs.
Yeah, absolutely. The light version, the dark version, the red version. You need to make sure if you are putting their logo in your images, you need to be using their version of it, not the Canva version. So I'd be really careful with that. Chopper's absolutely right. They do still have rules.
I can't tell if that's a Canva version or the YouTube version because it's got the stroke on it.
Yeah, and you're not supposed to put a stroke on it. Like I understand why you've got the stroke on it, but it does change it.
Am I allowed to put a drop shadow? Because I put drop shadow just to bring it up off the back. I do use a drop shadow. I don't know if you're supposed to, but I use one because I want it to lift off the page. Yeah.
But that doesn't change the actual logo. Yeah. That's a drop shadow, whereas a stroke changes the actual logo. Yeah. So I'd be careful.
Yeah.
I'd be careful.
You can see on my two videos, the YouTube one's obscured because it's just off. Actually, why do I have that there? I don't know. It's not on my channel banner, so I don't know why that's there.
But didn't you just recently change your channel banner? I don't know.
Yeah, I've never had the YouTube logo on my channel banner.
Oh, okay.
Because I think they frown on that too.
You just posted that for clout.
Yeah, probably. My other one, I've got, because it's about the YouTube app. I've got the YouTube app logo in the bottom corner.
Yeah.
But they're my videos, so they're not Jennifer's videos.
Yeah, but
anyway, where would you like to go?
And that's the other thing to remember. Like Jennifer's used, like you can add other creators' videos into your playlists. Like it's not stealing them. YouTube allows that. And on my channel, I actually have playlists of content that I think that people who are live streaming would find helpful that I haven't actually made. So to make it so that my channel is the destination that actually helps people through the entire journey, I've got like a Dean Iman video on lighting. I've got, you know, like a Justin Brown video on something else. Like creators who are within your niche, who are making great content that you resonate with, you can absolutely add their videos to your playlist. So you can create really great custom playlists that fill out an entire, like, and tell an entire story and give someone their every step, not skip them just because you don't have the video. It creates a really great viewer experience, and YouTube's all about the viewer experience. Andrew Can does that as well.
Yeah. I've got a couple of playlists like that. Like the playlist has one of my videos, but the rest are other people, but it's on a particular topic that is, you know, mindful for people who are into my content, people who, you know, I expect
Andrew's
would be the
made a really great
past.
point here. It can help their channel and yours, and if viewers watch them back to back, it can help both channels start to be suggested against one another.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, so we've done the home. What next? What would you like to check next?
Well, community tab's been a bit of a theme, so let's go there.
So let's go there. Let's check it.
And I know that Jennifer uses hers.
Yes.
So let's have a look. Text. They're all like daily. This seems to be daily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days.
Announcing the
7 days.
premiere.
Yeah, we talked about the premiere, tagging my channels. That's great. Why haven't I given this a thumbs up already?
Oh, I know. Look at this. This is like Doug right here, not thumbs upping his friend's channel. You missed that one too. That one's not thumbs up either.
It's a lot of promotion.
Yeah, just makes you a bad friend. That's all it is. Hashtag Doug is a bad friend.
Okay, can I leave now?
It's like, who are we roasting here? But yeah. Look, I would say that there's no polls. There's no picture polls. You're all about graphic design. And like how far have we got to go before we get a picture poll?
Promoting other people's videos, that's awesome. Love it. It's my video, so that's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, and if you're promoting people in your niche, cross promotion, something that might be
absolutely
that definitely your audience might be interested in. Like we cross promote from time to time. You know, I might cross promote something that Brian G or Nick Nimmin does, or something that Roberto's dropped, something Daryl's dropped, something that like, particularly like I don't do it on every video because that would be like I'm just, you know, promoting my friends and the channels that I'm always watching. It's like this particular video spoke to me. I want to really let people know about it, so I'll promote it.
Yeah.
So promoting other channels in your niche. That, you know, the content's got to make sense for your audience.
That's the thing. Is it a shared audience?
Yeah.
Because otherwise, it's not going to land, and it's not going to help anybody if it's not a shared audience. Andrew Cairns made a really valid point here. Keep in mind that YouTube has said, and it's in their help articles, that they recommend 3 days between community posts. Food for thought, so you can schedule them out and space them.
Yeah, that's interesting. Like for me,
I try to do 3 a week. So,
I'm more aware. That's sort of my intention, but I'm usually, if I do 1 a week, I'm
normally
doing
under.
good.
I'm lucky if I do 1 a week.
But yeah, that's a fair call.
Yeah.
That's a fair call.
But I would say, like, there is a mix of polls. There's no quizzes. There's
everyone's sleeping on the quizzes
polls today. So I would be having a look at the content that you're sharing and maybe change it up. You're all about the graphics and creating graphics. I want to see more graphics and more imagery on your homepage, on your community page. Yeah,
there's me again. Thank you for sharing me.
Yeah. Although, look at these. None of them have got Doug's thumbs up on them because hashtag Doug is a bad friend.
Did I not?
Dun, dun, dun. You didn't even thumbs up. Like, wow. Yep. Look, Alvin Watkins agrees. Exactly. Yes. Exactly. Doug's a bad friend.
Okay, I'm clicking off community tab because I'm getting roasted now.
Calvin the Infinable says, I struggle to figure out what to put in my community tab. Noise for the sake of it is not really me, but I must try to find something to say. You don't have to do noise for the sake of noise. You know, like you've got a community of people who are interested in your content. You don't have to make it noise. It can be an image. It can be sharing a short. It can be sharing content from another channel that you think your channel would appreciate. It doesn't have to be noise for the sake of noise. And as Andrew said, you only need, a couple a week. It doesn't need to be inundation. So, yeah. Andrew Can is a special man, which is why he has got the grey box of fantastic.
The grey box of fantastic.
The grey
that's
box
in the
of
chat.
fantastic. Yep.
That's in the chat.
It was asked how he got, what's the word?
Because
verified.
he realistically has already got over 100,000 subscribers through other channels.
Through other channels, yep.
But yeah, that's not the reason he got it. That's a whole different story. But that's his story to tell.
That's his story. And we'll be able to ask Andrew that story on his live stream that's coming up in 15 minutes. That on Doug's channel, you'll be rolling straight over to it. If you're in my channel, I'm sorry, but you've got to press the Povo link that I pinned to the top of the chat, because YouTube doesn't like me and won't let me have redirects because I don't have 1,000 subscribers on this new channel. Grr.
Karen says, I got a message from YouTube to wait to make a community post, but sharing to make a post did, and I'm not sure. Is that related to the membership thing? Because I know when you set up a membership, they encourage you as one of the steps is to make your first members only community post. So I don't know if that's related to that. So if you've got any more context, I'm not sure exactly what could be happening there.
Marius is asking what we consider a small channel. YouTube considers anything under 100,000 to be a small channel. And so it depends on the context.
Yeah. Like,
I think it depends on the context. I think my live streaming channel is a small channel. It's only 400 subscribers. Whereas I don't consider my Fiberific channel as a small channel because it's closer to 10,000. So
yeah,
it's subjective.
Yeah.
And it depends on who you ask.
Yeah.
So yeah.
If you're a starting creator and you're like got maybe 100 subscribers to under 1,000, say, then when you look at a channel that's 10,000 subscribers, you're going, well, that's a big channel.
That's right.
But then when you're at 10,000 subscribers, you're looking at channels 100 plus 1,000 subscribers or even 50,000 subscribers. You go, well, that's a bigger channel or it's a big channel. Anything that's bigger than you is a big channel. So it's all can be very subjective.
Yeah.
A lot of times, but yeah. You can draw the lines different places. You can like cut it different ways.
That's right.
And come like that. There's a whole micro influencer, nano influencer thing, and they sort of put like numbers on what that could be. It's like under 10,000, under 1,000, over between 10,000 and 100,000, and they'll call them different things, but they're just labels in the end.
They really are. Yeah. And like just because you've got a small channel as such, it doesn't rule you out of things. Like on my small channel, I have recently just signed my first brand deal, and it's not about the size of the channel. It's about the quality of content that you're giving to your audience. So yeah, I don't know how to really be encouraging more than that.
Absolutely.
Should we keep going with Creator Classroom's roast?
Yeah, where are we up to?
We've
still got it on the screen.
Community tab.
Okay. I jumped to the playlist,
tab.
but I don't know if we need to look too much in that because we know we're going to be looking at more of what we saw on the homepage.
Yeah.
But yeah, very, very vibrant thumbnails.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say. That's all I can say.
Very on brand. Very on brand.
Ooh, interestingly, you have a podcast, which I didn't know off the top of my head. 5 episodes.
Conversations about Canva.
which is probably not recent. 9 months ago. Oh, there's oh, our discussion become part of the podcast. That's excellent. Love it.
Ah,
Well, that's the second time I've appeared on the podcast
look at that.
because we did talk 8 months ago by the looks of things. It was a stream.
Yeah.
We did a live stream. Love it. So this is like an ad hoc post episodes as you have them. I like it. So yeah. Sorry, I'm fascinated by podcasts.
Yeah. And about how
So
they're
I had to
used.
click to see what I had to see what
see
the
it
deal was.
Absolutely.
Now,
and she goes live.
yeah, regular live streams.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And with
Beautiful.
individual, I want to say this, individual thumbnails for the regular live streams. Now, I'm terrible for not always doing it over on my Fiberific channel because we just have this chin wag, like it's a gab fest for 2 hours every week. And it's fine for that. But on my live streaming channel, I do make an individual thumbnail for every live stream. And I think it's pretty important, especially if you're broaching different topics every time, to make sure you are going to the effort to make thumbnails for your live streams. And I like these thumbnails as well. Life is all about perspective. People tell me 1,000 isn't a lot. However, if you gave a speech to 1,000 people, that's a huge room, and it's important to remember that. Yeah, it really is.
Look at
So, yeah,
Okay.
I love it. I think it's great. Regular lives, great thumbnails.
beautiful.
Shorts. What have we got for shorts?
Shorts. We got shorts.
There's shorts in the
Shorts.
shorts.
The thing that gets me with shorts in regards to the way YouTube lays them out is we don't get that same sort of age or when it was posted.
Yeah,
So you
I
look
don't
at,
understand why they don't
like-
let us know when it's posted.
This could have been posted today. Or it could have been posted 5 months ago. We don't know.
We don't know.
We have no way of telling whether it's a current or I'm taking
Yeah.
a break from shorts. Like you have to go into like the description, go and play it, go into the description to see when it was uploaded.
Yeah.
So let's have a look.
Jennifer's written, I have shorts, but I hate them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, your
And
best
she goes,
one
the
was
3
17.
newest are pretty recent.
Yeah. 17K views on the most popular one.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. It can be a bit rough if you particularly if you're like long form primarily
Yeah.
focused, then shorts. Not like if you're putting all your effort into shorts, then you can dial stuff in over time.
Yeah.
But if that's like shorts is like extra content, they're not necessarily optimized for getting all those, thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions
Yeah.
of views. And sometimes the topic doesn't warrant it. It's not like a broad interest entertainment topic, which are the ones that typically go off on shorts. So,
Yeah.
you just got to have realistic expectations, I think, with shorts.
I think so. And understand that it's just magic and wizardry. And I have no idea why some pop off and some don't.
Oh.
So, yeah.
So you said magic and wizardry. I'm thinking about Harry Potter now.
Oh, gosh. All right. Well, Doug, we should probably bounce.
Yeah.
Because, we've got a question that we should grab.
Question real quick.
Yep.
How would I know when I'm to monetize? The answer is right now,
Yeah.
right this moment. It doesn't matter if how many subscribers you have.
Yep. You don't
There's
have to
something that you
monetize
can
through
do.
partner program. Absolutely.
There's something that you can do to get started, whether it's starting with the affiliate side of things or making merch. You can do off
Yep.
the bat because it doesn't cost you anything. So you can start now. So look at the non-YouTube stuff if you're just starting out.
Yep.
And get that in place. Like Nick Nemes says, get that in place as early as possible. As many of the different
Yep.
ones that you can manage, whether it's affiliates, sign up for Amazon, if there's products there that can relate in your niche, of course.
Yep.
Make merch, make some designs
Make
around
it fun.
around
Around the topic, not just your brand.
yeah. It's not your
Yep.
channel logo. It's the vibe of your channel.
The
and
vibe of it.
the niche. And
Why is it whenever you say the vibe of it, my brain instantly goes to the castle? I don't know.
the castle. It's the vibe of the thing.
It's the vibe of the thing. If you have no idea what we're talking about, you need to Google it. It's an Australian movie.
Australian movie.
It's
Michael
you have to watch it.
Keaton.
Yeah, cracker. It's an absolute
from
cracker.
Did it come out in the 80s or the 90s? I can't remember. It was a while
90s.
ago.
90s. Yeah.
There you go.
All right. On that note, Doug, we have to go because Andrew's got to go and start his live stream in 5 minutes.
Yes, well, let's reset this screen for a second for this.
Yes.
Do the things. Andrew Can is coming your way. So if you're in my chat, you're going to roll over to Andrew's stream. He's going to be doing channel reviews, but based all about SEO, video SEO,
Yeah.
channel
It's
SEO.
a different way to look at it.
Lots
Yeah.
of SEO. So this is like a different aspect of your channel and your videos. So make sure to stick around. We'll be sticking around and watching in the chat ourselves.
We will be. Absolutely. We'll
So-
be in there creating havoc, causing chaos, helping out people where we can. If you are in my live chat, you'll need to click the link because we're POV over there and we don't have the ability to channel redirect as yet. But the link is pinned to the top of the chat to make it nice and easy for you to jump straight over and start the conversation over in Andrew's chat so that when he gets in there, he can see that we're already there waiting for him and that he needs to start talking faster.
Talk to us, Andrew. Talk to us.
Yeah.
I want to thank everyone for joining. If you've been here for the whole stream or you've come and gone a couple of times because we've gone, like we planned to, well, let's
plan 2 hours.
Roughly 2 hours. We've gone 3 hours and 40 minutes. Like we've kept you company right up till Andrew's stream. So we're handing the baton, so to speak, to Andrew. We need like a stream torch. Hand on the torch, hand on the baton.
That would be hilarious if we could pass a stream torch out one side and then Andrew starts his stream by bringing it in. That would be amazing.
Okay, we've got to work on that.
We do need to work on that.
We need to work on anybody who could be streaming at this time. Let's get everyone a baton and away we go.
Everyone
but
needs
we're
a
passing it
baton.
on now. So yes, if you're in my stream, you're going to be rerouted. If you're in Chantelle's stream, click
the
that
button.
link in the pinned comment.
Yep.
It's gonna be there. I want to thank everyone. We got to quite a number of channels. Sorry if we didn't get to you, but we're gonna endeavour to do this again soon.
We are.
So if you didn't get in this time, you'll get in next time. Hopefully, we'll get to some different people and get your channel looked at. Give you a
And
bit
we
of
might get better at actually roasting because it turns out we're terrible at it.
Yeah, we didn't turn up the heat that hard, did we?
No, it's more of a simmer.
It was a simmer. All
It
right.
was a simmer.
Well, let's go out. This song is too dreary to go out on. Come on.
Choose
How do
something
I
else.
skip?
Need a banger.
I don't know how to change it. It doesn't give me the option in Spotify.
You can't
Actually,
just skip.
There we go.
There
This
we
will
go.
do.
That'll do.
I just scrolled down and clicked on a random song.
Okay.
All right. We're out of here. Thank
We'll
you very
see you all
much
over in
for
Andrew's
joining us.
chat. Have an awesome
We will
day,
see you
everybody.
soon. Bye.
Bye.